Krap, how you doing? I am Mike's from livemyassoff.com, but more importantly at The Spot and 95 FM, thespot.fm, along with my very good friend.
Robbie from Walking on My Shoes, Thailand.
Indeed.
On The Spot.
Absolutely.
95 FM, Pattaya.
So where are we today? I mean, it's just, you probably can't tell that we're at this place called the Gems Mining right there, and we're actually at the restaurant called Castaway. We tried to make it as painfully obvious for all of you as we possibly could. But what I wanted, so I can hear us somewhere. Volume, TV.
Could be.
You moved the TVs?
All right. Can you guys hear us?
Yeah, that's actually the more important
you
thing.
Guys
because I think if we can over here, then everyone can hear us. But the more important thing, guys, is that what we're doing, obviously, Robbie and I, the Spot.fm, new to our media company, basically is Bangkok.fm, also BKK.fm. But more importantly, where you're watching us right now, on YouTube and on Facebook at The Spot Thailand, is basically... we're on location. The Big Mattress has come out here to an incredibly gorgeous place called the Gems Mining, which is right, you can see right there at this sign right here. And so we're going to be going back and forth. We got some really cool cameras set up here. Hopefully the audio sounds really good. We got some decent microphones. But more importantly, we're on 95 FM The Spot. And we're broadcasting inside of the app. So you guys can listen to us, and more importantly, you can listen to us while you're cruising around in Pattaya. Because one of the reasons we've come out here is that I found this place, the Gems Mining Pool Villas Pattaya, and I was like, you know what? I don't think enough people know about this.
I don't think they know about it either.
Exactly. So Robbie and I were sitting down, and we're like, you know what? We should really let people know a little bit more about this. Instead of being like on the beach where everyone thinks is only Pattaya, let's come over here. Super easy to get to, by the way. All you got to do is put it in Google Maps.
Yeah.
Right? And you're over here at the Gems Mining, Pool Villas in Pattaya. But more importantly, and the easiest thing for you guys to remember is the gemspattaya.com.
Yeah.
Gemspattaya.com. You just burn that into your brain.
Burn it into your brain.
Just burn it in.
And make sure you guys are using Google Maps.
Totally.
Don't depend on any of the other networks.
Don't,
use Google.
Especially your friends.
And
do not listen to your friends.
And check this out, guys. I usually don't give this type of tip, but here you go. When you're booking for the Gems Mining, use their website. Go to the Gems Mining.
No,
the Gems Pattaya.
The gemspattaya.com.
Yeah.
Easiest thing ever. Because a lot of you and I, will use like those aggregated sites and get these great deals. But here's what's amazing. And this is rare, but it's actually very welcomed, right? So you go to their website, thegemspattaya.com, and that's where you get the killer deals, which is just like amazing. Now, we're going to be talking about some really cool events that they're going to be having coming up here. For those of you that live in Pattaya and you've been around here and you live in Thailand and you know that, you guys know that basically the next sort of upcoming holiday.
Ooh, I like this holiday coming up.
Absolute Children's Day.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
What, Valentine's Day?
Oh, I thought it was
when you and I hold hands? When we did that one thing at that place?
That's Ladyboy Day.
That's Ladyboy Day. We totally need to have Ladyboy Day. That would be actually interesting. No, but what's really neat is so they have Children's Day, which, if you think about it, is a holiday that we really did not take advantage of in the United States.
No, we didn't. Do we have children?
We should have. Did we have children, or did we have Children's Day? What did you just ask me?
I asked, did we have children? But
I don't. So none that I know of, actually, which I totally fixed long term with that $20 copay.
$20 copay.
$20 copay at Kaiser.
Yeah.
I fixed that
fixed
solution
it
big
by
time.
just saying I didn't do it.
Yeah, didn't do it. Wasn't me.
That wasn't mine.
Wasn't me.
It wasn't mine.
It wasn't mine. I swear. I
swear to you.
I was just joking.
Just kidding. I swear to you, it wasn't mine. And do I have to pay child support?
Yes, to me, absolutely.
Dang it.
So anyway, so we're hanging out here, and here's what's cool about this place is, yes, it's an epic resort, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about the rooms they have here, but we're also going to tell you, obviously, about the big holiday they got coming on this Saturday, because, as parents, you can come, you can chill out, you can hang out in the pool that you can totally see from some of the videos that we're going to be showing you guys, but more importantly, they have really cool events for the kids. Yep. And so there's this, we're going to be showing, there's this amazing slide behind us, actually, right? But also it's got one of these massive buckets that holds, I think, 500 gallons of water.
I don't know how much.
And then every 15 minutes, it tips.
Isn't Thailand in a drought?
No, but see, they recycle the water. Now, they chlorinate it. I asked them about that.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
It has a yellow tint.
That's okay. That's okay. That just means it's got electrolytes in it.
And that is not Gatorade.
No, it's not Gatorade.
might taste.
So
kind of
I tell you
good.
what. So let's just do a couple of things. You guys know where we are. We're going to be reminding you ad nauseum where we are. But more importantly, we are on the spot.fm, which means you can download our app and listen to us inside the app. We're at 95 FM here in Pattaya.
Yes.
And so
Please check us out.
The cool thing, right, is that we have this radio station in town now. And yes, of course, you can listen to us all over the world online or on the app, the spot.fm. But you can listen to us in the radio as you're cruising around right now. If you're in a Bolt or a Grab or something like that, thank you guys for listening.
I appreciate it.
But the neat thing is, all you got to do, whip open Google Maps,
And
the Gems Pattaya.
Gems Pattaya.
Just like the website, thegемspattaya.com. So we're going to be hanging out here, and of course, we're going to be talking about this place, but of course, we're talking about how do you retire in Thailand, come here permanently, because this is the kind of place that you would arguably come to for about 3 different reasons. You're a executive, or you're someone who has like a family, you have a full-time job, potentially both parents working. You're up in Bangkok, you want to come down here. You want to come down here, you want to chill out, you don't have to worry about anything. You show up, you check in, and you're set.
And there's
Food, drink,
service.
pool, service.
You guys,
So
service here.
Let's talk about service. So Robbie and I have done this thing several places around the world, basically, because we do it remotely in California and Boston and, of course, all over. So we do it at these restaurants, right? And again, we show up, and they're like, hey, would you like a glass of water? And then about 15 minutes later, ice shows up. And then about another 20 minutes later, the water shows up. And you're like,
I love
okay,
it.
well, that's cool. I can do it in stages. Whereas here, first of all, they pick us up at our car with all
At a
our
limo,
gear.
with a limo.
With a limo, a.k.a. golf cart, which
a
is
big golf cart,
which is an
buddy.
electrical engineer. I was thrilled that it was an electric limo. Bring us over here, help us with our gear. We get over here, it's maybe 4 minutes in. Like, I've unzipped a few of the boxes to set up the equipment. And they're like, would you like some? Oh, no, you were going to go get coffee.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no. What do you want? Do you want coffee?
I got a mocha, dude.
And so we're just like, yeah, coffee, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Americano? And you're like, oh, no, mocha. And I said, yeah, I'll have a mocha. So they come back with mochas, what? 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes later.
And really good.
And a cookie. Hello.
Yeah, he doesn't like a cookie.
Who doesn't like a cookie? Anyone who doesn't like a cookie, spoiler alert, you're not
That's
welcome
right.
at the cool
You-
kids table.
You guys on soy 6 right now know exactly what I'm talking about.
You have to like a cookie. When it
have
comes with caffeine, sugar, game changer right there.
And I need to thank somebody special here. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you to you. So,
That's not what you meant,
newest
though, right?
member of our team, and which we can't video over there, but I'm going to call him over here in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll show his face.
Our,
if he's even paying attention.
He's not. He's more paying attention to the fact that there's photons pummeling his
All
brand
right.
new
Well,
laptop.
I'm waving him over here.
Yeah. Come on over here,
Come on
Logan.
over here. Stand right
Come
here.
here. Sit on Robbie's lap.
I
Trust
know
me,
you
it's a
guys-
thing. But don't worry about it.
I know you guys who are watching, you're going to see this handsome devil right here.
Wow, nice
There he is.
shirt, man.
Nice shirt, dude.
So that is Logan. If you guys know him
Did you wash that shirt?
I will. Eventually.
So he squeezed into Mike's shirt. And Logan, thank you so much for being here. Skadoosh, buddy. Boom.
Skadoosh. But more importantly,
Thank
if you guys, you'll know him from him chatting on the live streams as LC Travels. So he's one of these guys that is kind of like sort of the mantra of a portion of our show, which is do a good job, earn a living, save up, move to Thailand permanently,
and volunteer for the spot.
live the friggin' dream, and volunteer for the spot.
Thank you,
which,
Logan.
as it turns out, is very easy to do. All you got to do is go to the spot.fm, download our brand new app, click on line, send me a message and say, Mike, I want to work for you for fun and for free. Okay, if you guys ever wondered what it's like for a bald white guy to have fun with technology, that, my friends, is the button right there. Thank you, Mackie.
Thank you, Mackie.
Thank you, Mackie. We love you. What's the other one?
Ooh.
Whoa.
I like it. Or you can do the I want to.
Oh, we are going to have way too much fun with that one, you guys. I can tell you right now. Because before it was just the ding, but now we just like put this one whenever we something we don't like. So
Yeah. So we also got one more introduction and Sanam. I think we should introduce her,
Wh-
right?
I don't know where she is.
Oh, she's right there.
Oh, there we go.
she
Yeah,
is.
Sanam, come over here, will you?
So I want her to stand over here, and you guys compare shirts. Which one's fit better? Is it Sanam's or is
Well,
it...
I think there's the whole prettiness. Look at her hair. How awesome is that
Look
hair?
at this,
Anyway, you guys, this
Sanam.
is Sanam. The reason we want to introduce you to her is you're going to be seeing a heck of a lot more of her. She's incredibly helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming
If
out.
any of you guys have this like belief that young people, like, because you're 24,
Ooh,
23, aren't like conscientious. She loves to work. She loves to travel. So of the things that you guys like did when you were younger, usually we just worked or we just traveled, but we
Exactly.
never did both. But she's like the combo plate. So she's a great example of that. She's also my executive assistant only because I'm an executive and she assists me. You see how I did that?
You guys were
Pretty innovative, right?
Yeah.
Thank you
And
so
if you
much.
want to find my
Appreciate it.
executive assistant, you just go to Soy61.
Oh,
They will be
my
right
God,
there.
yeah.
I am still looking and searching.
Okay, so 6'1". Let's just
6'1".
talk about that for a second.
Dude, totally got to be 6'1".
Because I'm on Logan's bike the other day.
Ooh, on the back?
On the yeah, no, not just on the front. Yes, on the back. And he's like, "Oh, well, we'll just take a shortcut." Right? Takes me down 6'1", easily 45 kilometers an hour.
What?
That was precisely my reaction. I'm like, and of course he's got a helmet on and I don't. Not too selfish.
Not too selfish.
Yeah, I know what's going on with that. But dude, like literally, just thought he was going to do a wheelie. I mean, it was just like really. I thought like Arthur Fonzarelli was like his mentor for a while or whatever.
On Soy61, he almost ran over some important human being.
Going so fast, it was crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what we do, right? We get out into the community, and coming this year, a couple of things too we're going to talk about today. Not the least of which is, hey guys, welcome to 2024. Boy, do we have plans for 2024.
We do have some plans.
One of the things, not the least of which that we're going to talk about, is the fact that you are like, okay, well, I'm going to go over to Thailand and I'm going to do my best, but then I got a plan to come. And every day the sentence comes up, I think I can stay. I think I can stay.
Yeah.
I think I got it so I can stay. You talk to your assistant back in the States and you're like, dude,
Yeah.
she's got it handled.
So guys, I just hired an assistant to kind of help me out with my American business while I kind of keep things going here. And just yesterday I talked to her. Her name is Ann. So if she's tuned in at all on YouTube, she might be here, might not be.
Hello,
She's
Coon
doing-
Ann.
Yeah, she's doing a fantastic job there in Pismo Beach, keeping the clients happy, keeping everybody happy. But she makes it so I get to be here.
Right.
With you guys.
And why is that important to you guys? Why do you guys care about Robbie? Because these scenarios that we walk through, they're very repeatable.
Yeah.
If people
Very
have that, they have a business in back and like, oh my God, how do I do this? How do I, do I wake up every morning stressed or do I have to get up at 5 a.m. and take calls and all that sort of thing? It's like, no. And, nice segue, Mike, what's one of the things I can do there when I live here permanently? Oh my goodness, well, there's this place called the Gems Mining. Just go to thegemspataya.com and you can hang out at Castaways Bar and Grill. Actually, is it a grill? It's more of like a pool bar.
I don't think there is. Is there a
Restaurant.
grill here? We should ask.
If
we
not,
only
we
had
should
an
go to.
assistant
We
that
should,
could-
if we only had a global information network, that would be good. But yeah, so that's their logo. And here's the neat thing about this place, guys, is that you come here, you're totally taken care of. Why did we start our live stream at 10 a.m.? That's probably a question people are having. Because the wonderful place called the Castaway, they open at 10 a.m.
Because you guys are awake.
10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and you're awake. So there's that. You don't need to have the caffeine like I need it. But, honey, thank you so much for stopping by. Talk about somebody that we don't need to introduce, but we definitely need to say hi to. We would call her my wife, and she is amazing. I know you're really busy, honey, so thanks for coming by. And then, of course, Ms. Robbie.
Me.
Kitty.
Oh, Kitty
Ms.
is on.
Robbie.
So you guys, check this out. In about 45 minutes,
Okay.
we will be on 95 FM.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I went
So-
live with it.
Oh, we are
Yeah,
live.
I know. Because I
Oh.
decided, because I was like,
Okay.
you know what? We're going to have to get the people down here because it's like kind of like brunch time.
And that matter of fact, if you guys show up here right now.
What are you going to do?
If you show up right now. Okay, I hit the wrong button.
That's okay.
If you show up right now, I'll buy you a drink.
You're buying them a drink. Winner, chicken dinner.
Oh,
So Robbie's just getting used to.
sorry, guys.
We are going to have way too much jovial
I
fun
am going
with
to
this.
buy you a drink other than Logan and Sanam.
And we came up with a drink, didn't we?
I got lots of drinks.
I bet you do. But here's what I came up with, right? Is a recovering.
Boom.
Yeah, right there. The Castaway.
Boom.
We don't know what's in it yet. And I don't even know if the bartender knows how to make one, but we're going to call it, we're going to call it a castaway.
Will the bartender let me tell them what I want in it?
I'm sure the bartender here will totally allow you to tell you what to put in a drink that you're going to buy from him.
Yeah, I mean, or you could do it.
I could do it, yeah.
Do it with your current drinks are. I'll put some Coke Zero with that.
Yeah, and ice.
Yeah, Coke Zero and ice.
Coke Zero and ice. That's a game changer. But I'm guessing.
Yeah, if you guys show up here during one of our live streams, matter of fact, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
Regardless if you show up here at the gym's Pattaya or wherever we're at next week or the following week, I'm going to buy you drinks. We're going to do some specialty drinks.
I love it.
Think?
I love it.
Even
I love the sound of that.
Even if it's a Schweppes or a Coke Zero, whatever you guys want, you come here, let me know. But if you come right now, you're going to get a special castaway.
Robbie's buying you a drink.
And it might be yellow. Just teasing, guys.
Yeah, so for our buddy, for example, that lives up in Alaska, he's like, wait, yellow snow? That's red flag.
I was thinking of the pool. It's Children's Day, guys.
Okay,
come on.
Here's what's amazing, right? You know how, I think kids, they grow up now, and even they're younger, they know by, age 5 or 6 that, Santa Claus is not really, no. But here's the one that I absolutely adore that is still out there, is the fact that they still believe that if you go in the pool, the water will turn blue.
If you pee.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah. No, and kids still believe that.
Okay. Mike, here's something that you can look up on Google.
Okay.
And if you guys are at home and look it up on Google, how many gallons of urine is in an Olympic-sized swimming pool?
Oh, my God. Great question.
My guess is 5.
You think it's 5?
I know it is because that's what Google says.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if Google says it, then it's right. Hey, Logan?
Yeah, we're going to see if somebody can look that up for me. So if you guys want to look that up and challenge me to that, I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of reasons for you to buy people drinks.
Yeah.
I'm not completely clear on the reasoning behiund it.
Just because I want them to show up to here
There's that.
At the gym's Pattaya. You guys come on down right now at Jim's Pattaya and we'll throw you in the swimming pool too.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
that's it. That's
nice.
another task for Logan.
Dude, the pool is nice
The
here.
pool is amazing.
It's warm.
And here's what's nuts, right?
Do they warm it?
So,
Except for
that's
the kids' pool.
So that's a great question. I actually don't believe they do, but as you can see, right, it's got tons of direct sun.
Do I have a graphic of the pool? Let's just take a look.
We should actually, so we took some video as well as some.
Well, we're going to show this picture first because the drink is on me, baby.
Yeah, right there.
There it is.
Right there at that pool bar. You swim right up. It's one of those really cool, in the infamous sort of tropical Acapulco, Cabo San Lucas, Ibiza kind of experiences, right? It's great. You swim up, you ask for a drink. Now, that's the area where I've always been concerned about a little bit of yellow tint in the water.
I even brought my swim trunks with me, which I was looking for.
What do you mean brought them? You live in those things. You're living in board shorts, bro.
I actually do most of the time. I live in
Which,
board
quite frankly, it's a great way to live.
freaking comfortable.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You
I
guys
completely agree.
Check this out. So we go over to another restaurant. We will just say another place. Speak to
the dark
owner,
place?
And they said, no, we'll talk about that in a minute.
We definitely will talk about that.
Okay, so we go to 1669.
Oh, yeah,
and the guy looks
South
at
jumped
me,
in.
Yeah, he looks at me and says, well, if you're going to have a business meeting, you might want to wear pants in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I did with that? I wore board shorts longer. I just put them down around my
ankles.
I did California style.
What you wear them jailed? I think that's how they refer to that when you do that.
You know what? Let's do this, guys. We're going to say good morning to a couple of you guys. We appreciate the chat messages.
Totally.
I'm going to address a couple of these right now while Mike takes a drink of his.
Like cool and
Zero.
refreshing beverage, actually.
So here we go. Patrick, good morning. Jay Easy, good morning. Nice to see you. Jay O'Rourke. Who is that?
So here's the frightening thing. Joe claims that he calls me his daddy.
Is Joe on? Joe's not even on.
Well-rounded. Oh, you probably don't know his new handle. He changes his handle based on the amount of meditation that he does on a regular basis. So now he's well-rounded. So good to see you, Joe. Thank you for coming by because it's 10:30 p.m. in Florida.
I base it on how many smoothies he gives
Dude,
me.
up top. Skadoosh.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
All
There
right.
we go. That is a smoothie right there. We're going to have to get our own sound because obviously that one's way overused.
Will you do that by next week? Or?
Dude, I can do a lot of things by... yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's keep on going. Steve Moore, good morning
Hey,
to you.
Steve. What's up,
Mike?
buddy? Went to high school with him.
Mr. Eric, hello, Kitty, well-rounded. Chris from across the planet. Chris, I saw you on that 14 hours of live stream.
Ah, yes, that's right.
14 hours.
Yeah, Chris was down in Australia doing
Do you know what
that.
I was doing? I was sleeping.
You were also live. We took a video from
But
you
not
walking
14
down.
hours.
No, not 14 hours. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I was trying to
recommend
find
them.
7-Elevens, by the way.
Great question from Richard Martin, actually. Do you guys have an upcoming meet and greet in late January, early February? Great way.
Yes, we do.
To force me into talking about it. Guess where we're going to have it, buddy? We are going to have it at the Gems Mining right here at Castaway. We don't know the date on it yet. Robbie's going to be doing some travel for family.
Yeah, I'll
Right?
be going to Kitty's family.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I'll have that all on Walking in My Shoes Thailand.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
So we're going to meet Kitty's mom. She's going to be online with us. So you guys will get a chance to meet her family, my family. Well, not my family. I'm not getting married, you guys. Anyways, we get a chance to meet the family.
So your family, right? Effectively, the reason you go back home, similar to mine, like what family do you go to see? Your son.
Yeah.
Right? And he's in Virginia or West Virginia?
He's in Virginia.
Virginia.
At Langley Air Force Base.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Boom.
Thank you for serving.
Yeah.
How you doing there? We got to get something different. It's just the top button, so it just makes it easy for me to hit. But yeah, so to answer your question, Richard, we're definitely going to have one, probably February, you know? But when we won't do it over Valentine's Day, because obviously that'll be a little packed.
And Mike, can you tell us why not? Let's go ahead and shoot that graphic over.
So that's a great question. Yeah. So as we mentioned, right? So there's going to be like Children's Day. So that's actually next Saturday, which I believe, if I can check on the date and verify it for you guys, because I don't want to give you wrong information. But basically, next Saturday is going to be the 13th of January, and that is Children's Day here in Thailand. So they're going to have tons of fun here at Gems Mining, Pool Villas in Pattaya, or the easy way, as you guys, I hope you can remember it, thegemspattaya.com. Just go there. So they're having a ton of kids events on that Saturday. It's great. In fact, what we will do is we will have May. Can you do me a favor and bring that thing? Yeah, can I see that? I want to talk about that because it's an incredibly cool kids toy. So you bring your kids to the pool and you're like, okay, the kids can like basically splash around. Dump the logo for a
second. That's good. Go ahead and put that over the computer system as it's wet and dripping water.
Absolutely. What's the downside? But here's what you give one of these to the kids. How long does the battery last? This is for adults?
Dude, I
guys.
saw that. You're dripping.
So is that why? Oh, so it says Briggs and Stratton on it. That's probably why it's for adults. Is it dripping?
Yeah,
Is there a downside to that? What about water and electronics? Is that a bad thing? Okay, so here's the cool thing. This is the one for the kids. So mom and dad, if you're looking to see, like, oh yeah, Mike, that was the one for the adults, but what about the little one? This thing is amazing.
Mike, show it in your camera. Let's just show it in your camera.
And it's, you know what, that's a great, you can actually just click on it. Bring it over, bring it up. There you go, yeah.
Boom.
Okay, so what happens when you come here is you get to rent this thing. How long does the batteries last on this? 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Okay, so what you need to do before you get here is you need to train your children to be able to hold their breath for 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
If your child can basically be underwater with no oxygen for 30 minutes, welcome to the cool kids table, and then you can cruise around with this thing.
And if you guys don't find that funny.
And see, no, I know. No, see, here's the thing, is that my sarcasm in English, it doesn't translate well to Thais. They look at me like, dude, you're really speaking like a crazy person right now. And then I get like one of those suits with the arms that wrap around, and then I have to sit in a rubber room. It's actually it's quite debilitating, actually. But anyway, if you guys are like, oh, cool, Mike, yeah, they have kids, so they're going to like give some kids like some crayons. It's like, no.
Give them one of these things.
We're going to give them this motorized device that basically allows them to go, I'm going to go with probably at least 10 kilometers an hour, right? Across the water, underneath the water.
Dude, we should do a swimming pool meetup.
Well, so here's the beauty, right? So we do have GoPros. Now, they're plugged in right now, so we can't bring them into the water.
Are we going to do it here at the Gems?
Yeah. Gemspattaya.com. Tell your friends. But so these things are amazing. So that's what you get for your kids. So if you think like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go over there, the kids are not going to be entertained, well, buckle up. Because that's just one example of like what they have here, like for the whole family. It's not just like, oh, yeah, it's for the whole family. Oh, cool, they've got a pool for the kids and the pool for the adults. No, I mean, it's like the ultimate combo plate, dude.
And if you guys bring your kids during a live broadcast swim party, not only I'll give you a drink, but I'll put on those little floaties around my arms.
Oh, my God, I just want to see that now.
Swim on my back.
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing.
Oh, you're right. They do have paddleboarding. Thank you to our newest member of the team.
That's what's nuts, right? So, and they have like the stand-up paddle boards that you would use like
in a pool.
Yeah, but you'd use those like out in the sea. And they have those here in the pool, like with the paddles and all that stuff. I mean, it's just awesome. Yeah. Speaking of the kids, I don't know exactly what time this occurs, but the last time I was here during the day, the kids were like lined up. And I'm like, oh, what's going on with that?
Ooh, I like that.
And I think I have a picture.
Oh, let's take a peek.
Yeah. They give out cotton candy because, I mean, there's nothing more appropriate than to give a child an enormous amount of sugar and then set them loose on their own to go there. Now, see, here's what's interesting. You don't want to know who just walked behind me? Is someone who didn't want to be on camera, which is too bad. Because
she was on camera.
Because she's the marketing director, and she's an absolute star. Let me just tell you about the staff here briefly. You pull in, and basically a guard greets you, right? Tells you where to park your car. Are you like checking in, or are you a crazy person from a radio station that needs to park in an area where you can get picked up by a golf cart and bring all your equipment in? Usually it's the former, but they're incredibly polite and incredibly nice. And then they call over a golf cart and all this. I like to refer to those people as the director of first impressions.
Oh,
because you show up, and the last thing you get a salute. The last thing you want is, oh, man, okay, the people at the front desk were great, but the guards were, no. Like every single person that works here understands customer service, quite frankly, the way you and I expect it.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Actually, better than that. So
that's a great point.
I mean, this is the difference between a 4 and a 5-star place. It
Precisely.
isn't about the amenities, guys. Well, we like the good amenities. Don't get me wrong. But what the difference is the customer service.
Sure.
And they're not just saying, give me more money. That's not the case.
Well, and that's the crazy. Good. Try tipping here. Yeah. Not possible, right? Not possible. So, I mean, they're just lovely here. And again, that was, I'm over here and I'm in Castaways, right? Or in Castaways, rather. And I'm having coffee or whatever. And I'm looking around going, Robbie, we gotta come over here. This is the place.
So kind of the topic of what we're getting into is just this right here. I'm going to put it up on the screen. So I did a video not long ago called the 2-Week Millionaire. And you guys have heard that phrase often and all the time. And I did a video on walking my shoes. You guys go check it out. Walking my shoes, Thailand. Look up 2-Week Millionaire. What I want you guys to do is check this out. This is more like a 1-Week Millionaire.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And Mike's going to talk about that because he's seen the room and I haven't seen it. And I'm going to go see it today. And while he's kind of talking about, I'm going to look at these comments and
thank you for that.
Go for it.
So once again, I mean, I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I'm really genuine about this. The best way to find out information about this, as well as book your reservation and that sort of thing, is thegemspattaya.com. But here's what I want you to do. You go to that website, look for a place called Legacy. And you're going to be like, okay, what's that? Okay, so you know how like they have presidential suites, and sometimes that's bigger. They do have rooms here that it's a single-story room. It's approximately 60 square meters, which I think is the smallest one they have here. And you open the sliding glass door. Instead of going into a balcony, you go out into the pool. I'm going to show you some pictures of that here in a moment. But the cool part is that there's a room above it. So you can also get that one, too, if you don't want to like walk directly and get pool access. But then there's other ones that have the entire thing. Like, so you get basically the bottom floor and the top floor. That's what's really cool. So you get all that. Okay, so that's good. And then they have places called the Ruby and the Emerald. And these are individual, to the name of this place, pool villas, meaning you get a completely detached house, basically, and you have your own pool in there. And sometimes it's your own individual pool, and you can't like interface with the neighbors, and so you get total privacy. It's awesome. And then there's ones that basically that you have your pool there, and then it goes out into like this river, and it's amazing. So like you'll have like 4 or 5, and the only way they're attached is via this river. And so what that allows you to do is it allows you to come here like with like literally 4 or 5 families and hang out. Speaking of 4 or 5 families. To get back to what I mentioned before about the Legacy, it is absolutely the best rooms you've ever seen. And here's the reason why I highlight the fact that it's plural, is because there are 5 suites, okay? 5 like king-size bed suite, individual rooms that could basically be their own, well, certainly bigger than, your average condo here, right? So there's that. So there's 5 of those. Then there's an additional 5 rooms. I could be wrong. It might be 4, but as far as I know, let's say for the sake of argument, there's an additional 5 rooms just for your staff. So you come here with a driver, or you come here like with your own shopping consultant or whatever, a nanny, they can stay there with your kids and everything. And you get your own butler. And there's a kitchen, and you get a chef. And I mean, it is like over the top, amazing experience. And after 4 days, you're looking at yourself going, okay, I just invested 1 million baht in my nonstop happiness. You know?
1 million.
So it's funny, right? Because we talk the joke, right, about the whole 1 week millionaire is the fact that it's like you come here and because you have, let's say for the sake of argument, 10,000, yeah, absolutely, bing, skadoosh, because you have like 10,000 US dollars and that translates basically into 300,000 baht, you know? And so you stay here long enough and you feel like a millionaire the way you're living because a lot of things can be so inexpensive. But again, the reason we're on 95 FM The Spot and the reason that we're also on the internet and YouTube and that sort of thing is to let you guys know that live here, this place is the place.
It is. It's actually pretty cool.
And if you're thinking, okay, yeah, Mike, it's got really cool rooms and it's like, but I'm sharing a pool with somebody else, no worries. Plenty of privacy here. And the other thing about the Legacy, which is so great, which is you want to talk about privacy, your own entrance, your own pool, your own parking,
butler,
your own butler.
24 hours. If I want a soda at 3 a.m, I'm ringing the bell.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Jeeves, let's chill and have a Diet Coke at 3 a.m., baby.
Why don't you come on by?
95 FM The Spot.
What? Ding, ding.
Hanging out at the Legacy. So that's exactly the experience. But I mean, again, the bottom line is that the common area here is really awesome. And again, of course, customer service.
Customer service. But so let's do this. We talked about the one week millionaire. We also have the 1 day millionaire. And with that 1 day millionaire, let's see if this graphic comes up.
Dude, well done.
40% off.
That's
what do you
right.
Think about that?
So here's what's cool about this, right?
Look at Mike's face. I love that face.
I was happy that day.
You were happy.
I'm pretty happy for most of the part. But the current sort of, I mean, every place has specials, right? But the neat thing about this one is it runs from now. It ran from the beginning, but it runs from now all the way through to the end of March. So if you're like, oh, yeah, I can only stay there on Valentine's Day weekend, and of course, I'm going to be sharing the place with another, basically, for the sake of argument, 90 couples, right? You're like, yeah, but that's not, exactly. That's not my deal. That's not my jam. But again, individual pool villas, so you don't have to worry about it. But the bottom line is, you want to come here and you want to have a romantic getaway.
40% off.
You don't have to, that's basically half. I mean, 2 for 1, dude. I mean, think about it. You just, and let's face it.
So that's a 2-night millionaire.
It's a 2-night millionaire right there.
Boom.
Skadoosh. That's what I'm talking about. That is a 2-night millionaire.
You know what's kind of cool about this place is it's super private. And let me give you guys kind of the lowdown on this.
Yeah, give me.
Because you guys really want privacy.
Yeah, give me your assessment.
So, you know what? This place is kind of out there on the dark side of Pattaya. And when you come here.
And just let's clarify for people what we mean by that.
Yeah,
a lot of people
so
don't.
it's away from the beach. Okay, so it's a little away from the beach.
The summary I have for the dark side, right? Other side of Sukhumvit.
Right.
But it's like 9
side.
feet on the other side of Sukhumvit. So it's not like a million miles from the beach. But thank you, sorry.
But you would be surprised to find it here. So what I mean is we pull up on the road, we get off on the highway or the free, what do they call it here? A highway, I guess.
I actually call it the 7. Because you know how we do that in California, right?
The 10?
Yeah, you took the 10. Oh, I took the 5.
Took the 5 freeway.
I'm on the 52.
605.
Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, so this is the 7 coming the dark side or the other side of Sukhumvit, which is the main road here.
If you will, the first exit heading out of Pattaya. And by that, we need to super clarify before the toll.
You guys Google it.
I'm telling you, Google Maps.
Because what's cool about this place is it feels like it's kind of hidden, but it's done on purpose. So when you come up to it, you feel like you're at Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And I'm dead serious. I mean, when you drive your car into it, there's this huge looking entrance. It looks like a big giant
massive
gate.
fence, right? You're talking the Jurassic Park super high,
And then when you walk in, and I don't have my pictures right now, but next week you'll see them. It feels like you're in the jungle. You're in Jurassic freaking. I want to see some dinosaurs, and I don't mean
that would
the
be
type
nice.
of dinosaurs on Soy 6-1. I mean the dinosaurs,
or a raptor that could basically rip your face off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oops.
What is that? What a dinosaur? So as it turns out, we have 5 buttons here, but there's 4 banks. We have 6. Okay. So at the end of the day, we can add actually another 18.
We can.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I know. It's gonna be an amazing thing to do. So why do we have these cute little things? Because the bottom line is that we wake up in the morning, we're ridiculously grateful to be here. You guys have heard me, I have gratitude attacks. Well, how does that show up, Mike? Does that mean that you're all excited that you're gonna spend 1,000 baht at some hotel? Yeah, for sure. But guess what?
I'm not thinking about that.
I don't want to buy street food every single day, even though it's amazing. Best food in the world, made on the sidewalk in Bangkok, up top. Skadoosh, absolutely.
Absolutely, I love Bangkok
But
food. don't
I
mean
like a
Thai food.
hamburger, for example.
Yeah, prime burger,
Right?
buddy.
And we'll talk about
Boom.
that because it's like, okay, you come here, there's room service, there's absolutely everything you need, but
Wombat burger.
yeah, sometimes you want to cruise all the way down the beach, go to Wombat, right? And Jom Tien.
I
Or,
do like prime burger now.
well, again,
Dude,
see,
it's
here's
so
the beauty.
Greasy.
I know, but it's excellent quality beef at Prime Burger. And he's talking about the one specifically on Soy Bacau, basically right across
I
from
went there the
Tree
other
Town.
night. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But-
I'm cruising over there the other night. I'm with the Aussie Posse, which is a group of guys I hang out with. They're all from Australia. So if you're from Australia and you're watching, hey, what's
Hey-o.
up?
Absolutely.
Let's go to Prime Burger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you? So, if you guys don't know, the way that they sort of label, the way they name their burgers is after countries. Isn't that correct? Like
Oh,
they have,
that's right.
They have
the
the
Tokyo Burger.
Yeah. Okay. So cities.
I made that up.
So they, I think, because they have like the Sweden, right, or then I can't remember. Do you remember which one you had?
All I can tell you is I did not have the California burger.
What's a California burger?
Yeah, it's vegan, buddy.
Oh, you know what? What is with like? Because we're from California, right? I don't own a pair of Birkenstocks. I definitely am not vegetarian,
Yeah.
and I don't own a skateboard. Like, why?
Well, I do own a skateboard still.
Yeah,
'cause
but
I
do
have
you
a hard,
use it?
I have a hard time getting rid of that thing
Just because you're like, I gotta have it.
because I feel like I'm 15. I want to break my arm.
Actually, so you move over here permanently, right? The stuff you get rid of. You know what the hardest thing was for me to get rid of? My unicycle.
Oh, that's right.
And
You-
and talk about a ridiculous use of space. Like, what am I gonna do? Put it in the overhead bin? No, but it was hard. I wanted to bring that so bad.
You know what the hardest thing I had to get rid of was?
I don't know, but I'm expecting I'm
Right.
expecting a bad joke coming. So I may make sure that I have this button at the ready.
It's like some of you guys getting rid of your wife.
Oh, scud douche,
Sorry,
dude. What happened there?
Sorry, guys. Just having fun with you guys here. By the
So-
way, let's give it a station ID. We are
Yeah.
on.
So you're
Mike, you
listening-
want to do it?
Absolutely. So you're listening to 95 FM The Spot. If you're listening online, thank you so much. In fact, I really want to thank the Bolt and the Grab drivers because that's where I get like the most feedback from people. They're like, "Oh my God, I heard about your station, online, and then I heard about it on the radio." The Spot.fm, of course, is where our website is, and the beauty of that is, yes, you can listen on the website, but more importantly, you can download our brand new app that is there at the Spot.fm, and you can listen to the Spot.fm, but you can also listen to our new station up in Bangkok, Bangkok.fm. And if you like rock, you can listen to BKK.fm. So tons of options there. And then I also want to thank the guys big time. We have we've had over 20 people watching, which, for me, that's just like totally awesome. Is it funny? You don't need to hold it down, right? Just one push. Okay. Anyway, and again, the reason we're doing this, right, is obviously to have a good time. We're having more fun, I
I'm
think.
having too much fun.
Yeah, we actually thought like a program. We had bullet points and everything. I have no clue whether we touched on them, but I'm having a great time.
Well, we have an
It's
hour
good
and a
news.
half left.
It's good. Do we really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. So to let you guys know, basically, we started at 10 a.m. because the restaurant behind me, Castaways, they open at 10 a.m. And we're going to be here till noon. Want you guys to come down. And because guess who's buying someone their free first drink?
This guy right here. I'll
Yeah.
buy you guys your first drink here. at
What
the
has
Castaway.
2 thumbs
Yeah.
and is buying people their first
I will
drink?
do it. Buy your first drink.
This guy.
Bring your kids. I'll buy them a drink too.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know what I miss? Kool-Aid.
They have tons of Kool-Aid. They gotta have Kool-Aid.
You know why I miss it?
Why?
Remember the commercials?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skadoosh,
Come
baby.
on.
That was great, right?
That tells you how old you are when you know that commercial.
It tells them how vintage I am.
Yeah.
Vintage.
Are
I'm
you so
vintage.
Are you so vintage that you know the Partridge Family? Do you remember that?
Of course I know the
Do you
Partridge
guys
Family.
remember that, the Partridge Family from the TV show?
So,
Or 8 is Enough? And what was the other one? The Brady Bunch. Come on.
Brady Bunch was a
Damn.
classic. Marsha.
Could you imagine? We should do this, guys. What do you think about this? Brady Bunch Thailand style.
Oh, my God. So it's a 3x3, right? So
Yeah.
we just basically need 7 more friends. Easy to do. We got that. We
Hold
got
on.
more than that in the chat.
And one motor scooter.
Will that be in the center? Will that take the place of Alice?
Yeah.
So Alice will be our motor scooter, and
Yeah.
then we'll have like the whole family up above,
Dude.
be looking down to the
Would
left.
you guys watch that
to
show?
the right?
The Thailand Brady Bunch?
I can't. That
no
would be
helmets.
epic.
No helmets.
Exactly. Join the Thailand Brady Bunch. No helmets.
Yeah, I love it.
It'd be hashtag no helmets, baby.
Living in a townhouse on Soy Bacau.
You think?
Okay, soy pot.
A little loud. Oh God! Here's what's amazing.
Greg a ladyboy.
Here's what's crazy about soy pothole. Obviously, they're fixing potholes around the city,
dude.
And if you don't know, right? I told you yesterday. Pattaya, basically, Pattaya is pretty much all done. They got that all figured out. The drain. So the next thing, Jomtien Beach. They're going to take Jomtien Beach Road and basically make it one way. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But as far as like upgrading the infrastructure, I'm a big fan. I just wish that they could magically do it in the middle of the night with elves.
Yeah.
And not have to block the thing.
So the question to you guys, and I would like for you guys to put it in the chat, for those of you who are listening, if you're in the chat, go ahead and put this in there. Where are you guys at right now? I mean, you know where we're at.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what we're talking about. We're talking about the Brady Bunch and Marsha. But where are you guys at right now? I mean, are you guys living your best life? Of course, that's my mantra, live your best life. But where are you guys at? Are you, I know where I'm at. We're right here next to the pool. I'm going to put that up real quick.
So we know where Joe is from, for example. Yeah, so exactly. Let's highlight it. First drinks on Robbie. You guys show up while we're doing the broadcast. You absolutely get a free drink. And no, Logan, you're not eligible. Sorry about that, buddy.
Dude, Logan freaking kind of.
No, he rocks. He's like absolutely rad.
I kind of like that guy.
Why you just, that's so funny. Now, if it was a Halloween special, I can understand why you would do that. But, you know, I just think it's funny that we just figured this out.
Okay, we got Thailand. Jay Easy. Oh, Jay Easy's in Thailand. He just got here. So, Jay Easy, are you coming to Pattaya or are you staying in Bangkok?
Oh, is that where he's from normally?
Well, yeah,
when he comes here,
his
he
girlfriend,
hangs out.
which I'm assuming is still his girlfriend. She's actually really cool. So, hopefully, you guys didn't break up or something, because if she is, gentlemen, she's available. Anyway, she's like a nurse in Bangkok.
What a heart, man.
Oh, just huge heart right here, buddy. But she was really cool. I actually thought we had dinner over there at a Michelin star restaurant at Siam Icon, I believe it was.
Icon Siam. In the mall?
In the mall.
That's an epic mall.
Epic.
Did you take the train? Because they got that new train to it, right?
Yes, I did take it. Totally autonomous. Mm-hmm. Just like Soy 6.
God.
All right, hey guys, check this out. We got Jay Easy in Thailand. We got LC Travels New Zealand. What, you're sitting right next to us.
he's emotionally from New Zealand, actually. Yeah.
This is comical. I love it. He's sitting right next to. Okay, we got North Chonburi. Who is that? Close to
Toby. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. So here's what's interesting about it is that so we're in the province of Chonburi, right? But then there's also like the city of Chonburi. So he's like super close. I know I'm going to pronounce this correctly, so I apologize ahead of time to all of the Thais because I butcher your language and I desperately need to learn it much better. But Chachongao.
Wow.
Chachongao. Gasao. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so he's up. The short answer is he's between here and Bangkok. So he's like up north. But here's the cool thing, right? So you guys know that basically no traffic. If you're coming from like South Bangkok, for the sake of argument, like where we lived, right? Sukhumvit 101, that sort of thing. You're right near the freeway. Takes about, you can get down here in an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
And so you do that. It's super easy to get here. But again, it's like, well, who cares about that? Well, because you get off the freeway, you're right here.
Yeah.
You're right here at gemspattaya.com, I got to tell you.
Yeah, if you come here, I'll buy you a drink.
Absolutely.
A castaway drink that the staff doesn't even know exists.
No, we're making it up as it goes along.
You guys help us make it up, please.
Help us make it up. Help us stump the bartender.
I'm a vodka guy. Mike's a Schweppes guy. And Logan, who is freaking awesome. I kind of like this guy.
Actually, so he's been over a couple times, and he's just like, yeah, Namplau. He's just like cold water.
You know what? That's what I get to.
Is it?
Yes, that is.
I thought you were a Coke Zero guy.
I am a Coke Zero, but I am.
You staying away from it now?
Well, I'm not trying to fool myself when it comes to calories. Have you guys seen me lately? Boom. I put the boom when I walk in a room.
I like. See, great timing on that one. There you go.
The wrong button.
That's okay. That was the right button. I like that. I put the boom when I enter the room. That's good. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. Logan has basically adopted the level of customer service. You get in an environment like this, and if you're not serving, you feel like a complete loser.
Take him out to breakfast one time. What else are you going to get?
Totally. Yeah. I bet he's going to he probably shows up with his own butter. He probably has some syrup in his knapsack.
I love it.
In his backpack. In his book bag.
So Logan just moved here, and we're talking about this guy. He just moved here from the UK. Is that correct? Yeah, he just moved here not 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
5 weeks ago. I love how he's doing sign language, and I understand it. So he moved here about
because
5
he
weeks
just went
ago.
like this, you guys, just so you know.
Yeah, and he already found a pretty cool Thai girl. I don't know anything about her. I haven't met her yet, and I'm hoping we can hang out.
They've been together for a while, right? I mean, yeah.
Oh, have they?
Yeah.
Were they before 5
Yeah.
weeks?
In fact, he was here, like, I don't know, 3 months ago, maybe. He and I were hanging out. Yeah. But he's coming back and forth for a while.
This guy goes back and forth a lot. How many trips this year? 7 times.
And by that, of course, I know you mean 2023, obviously.
7
Because if he's come back
dude.
and forth to Thailand 7 times and it's now January 7th, you're a rock star. It's totally amazing.
Dude, 7 times in 1 year. Okay, I mean, I'm just excited about the darn miles, and if I could have your miles, because I like to fly business class, as all you guys know, I'm a prima donna.
You got to do the upgrade for sure.
I do the upgrade every single time.
So you know what's funny? People are asking me like, well, why did you move to Coronado in San Diego? And I'm like, because I would leave work in San Diego, drive to Coronado, hang out, and then finally drive home, which is ridiculously inefficient. So I'm like, no, I'm going to move here. Same with Thailand. I was up to, let's see, the maximum in 1 year was 10 trips.
Holy, from the United States.
Dude, I used to come to Bangkok.
That's a 24-hour flight, or 18 hours, whatever.
I used to come to Bangkok for long weekends. You want to talk about in love with Thailand, but being ridiculous.
Now, let me ask you, had you known about the gym's Pattaya, would you show up here?
Oh, my God, in a second. Because, dude, think about it. I'm rotating my body around the earth in less than 1 week.
And it's like rotating my body.
Robbie has a... Yeah, exactly. That was the appropriate sound effect. But it's like, okay, so... You know, again, it's awesome because you show up, you don't need to do anything. And that's the point to these places. You don't stay here.
I want to meet a butler.
You know what? That would be really cool.
Is that next week? You're doing a live show?
Right.
So tell them about the next live show next week.
Thank you for that. So obviously this week we're right down here by the pool. And you guys might be like, why are you guys talking about this pool? And why don't you have like a live shot camera of the pool, that sort of thing? One of the things that obviously is pretty important to respect in general is people's privacy. And so that's what we're doing right now because we have drinks for it, but we thought about doing that. And then we're like, you know what? It's Sunday. Families are here. Kids are here, which can kind of be a touchy subject about putting kids like on camera without getting their parents' permission. So the bottom line is that we don't want to be in any way off-putting. We want to basically bring you guys there, but at the same time, we want to make sure that the people that are here are not distracted. Because we got all this gear set up and soft boxes, lights. We got like 4 cameras, DSLR.
And there's no money exchange here, guys. Just so you know that. It's first class. So Joe just asked a question online. By the way, you guys can ask questions online. We'll try our best to get to them.
Yeah, thank you, Robbie. Appreciate that.
He just asked a question. It says, how much would it cost to stay a week here? Before you answer that question, please keep in mind, Joe, there is tiers of rooms.
Sure.
Now, there is no second-class rooms, but there is premium rooms, and then there's regular condo-sized rooms.
Right.
Which and guys, there's rooms with a swimming pool in it, which I'm going to put the graphic up right now.
See, that's kind of the deal, right? It's pool villas.
The pool is in the room.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome,
you get out
right?
of bed and you fall in the pool.
I know. Can you imagine? That would be like so funny. You'd be like, oh, honey, I tell you what, why don't you just go through the sliding glass door and grab me a sandwich out of the fridge? Falls right into the water.
So how much is a week?
So how much is a week? Well,
And there's a picture of the room right there, Mike.
If you guys know me, you know that my default answer to absolutely every single question is, it depends.
It depends. Okay,
Right?
1 week for Joe. Joe, why don't you put in the comments?
1 week. Oh, no, I know what.
I know what Joe wants.
I know exactly what Joe would spend. Joe, the short answer is it would probably be.
Why do you care?
That's a great point, right? But here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to thegemspattaya.com. I'm going to throw out a number, and you guys are going to be like, this is going to be ridiculous. So for the sake of argument, 1 week, it would probably be about,
I'm putting in the chat bar.
200,000 baht.
Oh, that's
kind of thing. Yeah, well, exactly, right? Because it's like saying...
Is that with the butler?
No. That place is ridiculously expensive. And one could argue that it is expensive to rent. However, it's got 5 rooms. So at the end of the day, you, me, Kitty, Gracie, and 3 other couples... Right? Like splitting it, it's like, oh.
That's not so bad.
It's not so bad.
But Joe just put on here, he wants this. He wants no smoking, and then he wants a pool to himself.
Okay.
And,
well,
and I'm going to be honest with you guys. This place it's not like Las Vegas pretentiousness.
No,
this
no,
isn't
no,
a bunch
no.
of smokers. This is successful people.
Dude, it's so comfy.
Yeah, it's successful people that come here. So they're not blowing cigarette smoke in your space. Everybody has their own space, and it's not a pretentious kind of a place.
Not
Now,
at all.
if you want to impress a girl or a lady boy, bring them here, and you could have a great time.
Yeah, you could have a great time. But again, you got to remember the full name of this place, right? Like, so right over my shoulder here that I keep pointing to incorrectly, but the Gems Mining Pool Villas Pattaya. I mean, that's the thing. It's like pool villas, right?
Are we showing drinks right now?
And so, wait, what?
Have her come up here. Come on up.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
Okay,
Check this
now,
out.
did we
right
we
here.
inform the staff that Mike doesn't drink alcohol?
He doesn't. They're
mocktails. Awesome.
All right. It's one called the Castaway.
Is one called the Castaway?
Right behind you, other side, buddy.
Okay. Come on. Yep. What's this one called?
Ooh. You guys,
What's
the
it called?
service staff.
After storm.
After storm. Well, it looks kind of pretty.
Like, in other
man.
words, after
Should I take a picture of it?
massive catastrophe, you would have one of these and like try and survive. Okay, so this is the after storm. And then what's this one?
That's like a Mai Tai. Wow, look at that.
It's a
thing.
mocktail, right? But what? Iceland.
Ooh.
Wow.
Thank you
This is
so
pretty cool.
much.
What's
I
your name?
appreciate you.
Your name is what? Is it Kay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Kay. I really
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Kay. Adorable. I love the staff here.
Okay,
She
so
look
if you
adorable.
guys have ever like seen any videos that are negative about Thailand, oh, people aren't as friendly, they are amazing here.
So I just was informed mine has a little bit of alcohol in it. So I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay far away from you
There
and your
we
breath.
go. Boom.
Boom. Skidoo.
Boom.
Oh, see, I've already totaled it. Well, that's why it's called Iceland. That's why yours
Holy
is called.
cow, this is good.
Is it really? Well, let me see about my mocktail. Now, see, here's the cool thing about this thing, right? So I'm gonna go with. I really want to mix this. You know, because I like chaos in my life and whole chaos theory. What I really want to do is I want to take the blue and the yellow and I want to transpose them.
Mine looks
Somehow,
more prettier, guys. What do you guys think?
I want this on top and I want the blue on the bottom. But I got to tell you, man. Oh my God. This is so good. We completely forgot about the welcome drink. Okay, so I show up for a meeting here to like meet somebody.
Not an AA meeting. Right?
Not an
Okay.
AA meeting.
Just checking.
And I'm in the lobby and they're like, oh yeah, the person you're going to meet, they're going to be here in like 5 or 10 minutes.
You're flailing your hands. I'm afraid you're going to spill this drink, dude. His hands are like Italian.
Like, oh my God, if I'm not moving my arms, I'm not talking loud enough. I get this welcome drink, right? Now, you would think that the mixture of lemonade and Sprite, you're like, okay, big deal. I don't know what they do to it, but I was talking with the director of marketing.
I know what they do with it.
I bet you do. But it's lemonade and Sprite, but it's not just the taste of it, and it's not just the two liquids together. She's describing to me why she made this drink. And she goes, yeah, because it's got like the emerald here, and then it's got a little bit of this, and it's got some minerals and everything. And I'm thinking, if you guys go to this kind of detail
I love the service here.
to design your drinks, then, I mean, you know, it's like presentation, right? Like, for example, I have absolutely no idea how you slice an orange and then
Don't turn on your
insert
camera. Let's go to you.
how you have the ability to have a skill set where you slice an orange so perfectly like it looks like it basically came out of a laboratory, and then
Show them your drink.
I'm going to show you guys my drink here. Welcome to the Iceland, ladies and gentlemen. Only here at Castaways. Hi, I'm Johnny Cupcakes. I don't drink alcohol, but I talk like this. So they insert a mint,
I love it.
a mint leaf inside of the orange. Now, here's the problem, is that I don't want to eat this. I want to take it with me, and I want to like bring it home and put it in my hope chest. Is that weird? Am I? So here's the thing, right?
You know what? This
No,
is part of my personality.
but here-
I worry that
no.
that drink is
It's
going to
good
be
right into the mixer,
And
yeah.
this is glass.
It's glass.
By the pool.
So hold on. Get this. It's plastic.
What?
I had this discussion with them the other day. The plastic glasses that they use, because of course it's out by the pool, are so ridiculously real. You think, oh my God, I'm drinking out of like a champagne glass or something. But oh my God, I'm digging this. Okay, so this is the Mocktail Iceland.
Oh.
And like we discovered actually at another place we went to the other night,
Okay, so that place, let's go ahead and give a shout out to that place because that was pretty amazing.
Do you remember the name?
I do remember the name.
'Kay.
So, and let's ask these guys: have you guys ever been to a
Speakeasy.
speakeasy from
Right.
the 1920s? Is where it came
Basically.
from. Prohibition. Las Vegas, they're everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. It's a thing there now.
That's
yeah.
right. And drinks are $20 to $30 for one drink.
I know, right? Yeah.
One drink.
It's ridiculous.
One drink.
Yeah.
And Joe's putting on here, try a kamikaze, an Alabama slammer. No. What we're talking about is some huge classy drinks.
Yeah, big
And
time.
Joe, not that yours are classless or anything, but yours are for the weekend.
You know what I loved when I was
button
drinking?
Again, dang it. All right, so let's talk about the dark.
Okay, what's it called? The Darkness.
Darkness. The
Right.
Darkness on Second Road.
Second Road, right across from
It's the newspaper door.
Hard Rock Cafe.
That's right.
Yeah.
And just open the newspaper door. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say any more about it because you have to find it.
Exactly. Because you have to
Google
be,
your host.
That is your ante to be part of the Cool Kids table at the Darkness Bar is be able to get in. And it is so cool.
Cool, man.
It was interesting because we didn't know that was like the theme, right, of the place. So I'm like, hey, you guys, meet me here. I give you a Google Map link. And
Dude.
I'm on my way on the bot bus. Both of you guys, I'm sure, are cursing me. Like,
We are both on motor
what's the
scooters.
deal with Mike's? Like, what? We can't find...
So we're both on our own motor scooter. I'm not like Mike's and rides back. But we're on our motor scooters and we're driving around.
like
and
a-
Logan looks at
I
me.
like a
and
chauffeur.
This dude drives fast, by the way. And we love Logan. Anyway, so we're there, and I got Kitty on the back of my motor scooter. And we're like, this place isn't here. And
Doesn't
I'm
exist.
thinking, okay, wait, Mike's is pretty thorough. You're a pretty thorough guy.
Thank you.
He's a
Usually,
pretty
yes. I
thorough
like to
guy.
be. Yeah.
And we're like, where's it at? And I went ahead and go past it. And Logan goes past it. He already drove around the corner before I even left. This guy's so quick. Anyways, I drive around the corner and we still can't find it. And so we stopped and we went to the bar next to it. And they say, well, it's right here. Well, right where? And they're pointing to the newspaper. And it's just a wall with newspapers
And there's
on
old
it.
washing machines in front
Oh,
too,
my
right? I mean,
gosh.
it's so well done. I mean, because it's like over the top, can't find it. But the
Well-
minute you find it, welcome to the Cool Kids
And
table.
there's no Alabama Slammer there.
I love the way you did. There's no Alabama Slammer there.
There is not.
No
It is
Alabama
a
Slammer.
classy establishment.
No, it is pretty damn classy.
You can Google it. The directions are correct, but
Yes.
when you get there, you're gonna be like,
How do I get in?
Where do I get in?
Yeah.
And it-
again,
guys,
newspaper.
Newspaper.
Just look
and
for the
it's-
newspaper door.
It is so dark. You walk in there. It is actually one of the coolest places I've been to here in Pattaya.
Agreed.
And I'm not just saying that. This place is awesome. They didn't sponsor it, but I could sell some drinks
But
right now.
here's the interesting thing about it. Why do we know about this place? Because the director of marketing here at Gems Mining, i.e. the gemspattia.com, she told me about it. We're talking about, and again, it's one of those deals where pretty much most people that work here, they're a concierge. I mean, yes, of course, there's one specifically in the front, and they can set up tours for you. They actually have a shuttle 3 times a day.
Where does it take you to?
Terminal 21 and Central.
But if you have your own butler, I wonder if he'll give you a ride anytime,
I'm-
anywhere you want. I
so-
bet he would.
So
I
I'm
put
quite
money on it,
certain.
dude.
It's actually, that'll be interesting to find out because after this, we're going to go for a tour of it and check it out. Because, like you said, I interrupted you in that. I apologize. But next week, we'll be live from inside there.
That's right.
So we'll be inside The Legacy, which is absolutely amazing. It's going to be an amazing thing
Joe's
for you
gonna
guys to
stay.
It's where Joe's going to stay.
And
yeah.
if Joe really wants an Alabama Slammer,
An Alabama Slammer.
because he did put that in the comments, I bet he can get one. They might not know what you mean. You might just get a 7-Eleven mixed drink, but you know what?
Don't know what you're saying to me. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be top of the hour here in just a second.
Yeah,
so
for
thank
sure.
you so much.
Thank you, Logan.
Logan's on top of this.
He's totally on top of it.
This is our
You know what he needs?
a
he
key
needs
grip shirt. Oh, a big-ass fan.
Oh my God, dude! If we could only find a company that made big ass fans, that would be epic. No, he needs a whiteboard. He needs like a chalkboard to like hold up.
Dude,
10:58 a.m. Mike.
I love Thailand. All
Yeah.
these great miracle
Oh my
ideas
God, yeah.
are coming.
Genius just pops into your head.
How can we not? Oh, so, okay, guys. So we're at top of the hour right now, and Mike's is going to lead us in our station of identification.
Thank you so much, Robbie. Yeah, so we're 95 FM The Spot. We are the Spot.fm with a brand new radio station in town. Don't forget to tune us in. Tell your friends. Tell your future ex-wife. Tell that Bolt driver. Tell the Grab driver. Tell that Maxim driver. Please tune in to 95 FM on the dash, listen to the Spot, go to the spot.fm, download our brand new app, please, because not only can you listen to the spot.fm, you can listen to Bangkok.fm, which is our new product up in Bangkok, where we're going to be streaming on there, so that'll be awesome. The reason is because this is a very popular spot for people in Bangkok. Because you work all week, right? I mean, let's face it, like Bangkok is basically New York City, Asian style, right?
I love it.
And so to live...
Asian New York, how can you not like that?
And to live in New York, you're not working like 3-hour days, right? I mean, you're busting it, right?
Let's see if I get a thumbs up from the big crowd out there. Yeah!
Win a chicken dinner.
We got to have a video next time that's placing the other way with our big crowd.
Now, Joe actually shared a link. Thank you very much for that, by the way.
All right,
but Joe shared a link to their website. So here's what's crazy about this glass, Kitty, is it's actually plastic. Crazy. So although maybe it's not. I got to tell you, it does actually look glass. No, but because yours, remember when we had it the other night? Totally plastic.
This is plastic.
But it looks glass. That's phenomenal.
This is plastic. I can tell.
But yeah, Kitty, this is called the
I've had a couple of drinks in my life.
Kitty, this is called the Iceland. And when I first got it, right, it was like all orange at the bottom and then like light blue at the top. It was absolutely gorgeous, and it tastes as gorgeous as it is. So thank you, Kay, for the drinks. You're my hero.
Kay. She's got a great
So that's
smile.
pretty good.
Right? If you guys met me, I haven't drank too many of these type of drinks. I have drinks with ice cream.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had a hard time saying that, guys. I'm not slurring my words.
He's already
promise.
half in the wrapper. No, wait, what do we call it?
I got one drink
half in the wrapper. That's what we call it in Boston. Bobby, you're half in the wrapper. It's just, and just to be clear, I'm driving, and I'm still on the track for 32 years of sobriety. I'm in my 31st year.
I had a couple weeks of sobriety. And I don't get you guys just
or over your entire lifetime if you add all the hours together. Because that's
what kind of monger am I if I don't drink?
Absolutely. I have to ingest as much alcohol as possible. Otherwise, I'm not doing this place justice. Which, jokingly, right? So a buddy of mine, for example, he's like, okay, so what's up with Pattaya? I'm thinking about coming over there with my daughter, with my friend. What are you drinking? You're not sure? Oh, God. Okay, so that is obviously how great stories start in Pattaya. Hey, man, what are you drinking? Not sure.
I'm unsure, but it tastes like V8.
But boy, oh boy, is it going down.
It sets my lips on fire.
Oh, my God. Speaking of lips on fire, you ever do a flaming shot, 151 proof rum?
I have, but I don't remember it.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Honestly, I really don't.
Yeah, so that means you're on like your 9th one.
Do you know what it was mixed with? And it's kind of
usually
bonkers, guys.
Shot, you just do by itself, and they light it on fire, and then you...
Yes, they did that, but you know what they put it in afterwards? And you're going to be like, no way. And this was in Las Vegas,
Ice cream?
That's looking at me, Mike. Thanks, buddy. They put it in a thing of Red Bull.
Isn't that the thing?
I didn't taste the alcohol, trust me, but I didn't taste anything.
There's like the screwdriver and like vodka cranberry and all this. Then Red Bull shows up on the market.
Damn, Red Bull.
Everything. Vodka Red Bull. That was the thing in Las Vegas for so long.
Can we get demonetized if we say Red Bull?
No, they'll probably give us extra money, actually. They're a big fan of marketing themselves.
So if you're a fan, if you're a part of the Red Bull marketing team, please let us know.
Swing by. I actually got
Robbie at thespot.fm.
Wow.
Boom.
They send you a message, we're going to get free Red Bull?
I want personal text messages.
Attaboy. Good man.
Boom.
That's going to be close. Good douche.
I know. We keep hitting the wrong buttons, guys. I was trying to hit... This button's my favorite.
Is it? Yeah, you like that one the most?
Hold on. Listen. Soy 61.
Oh, my God. Oh, wait a minute. I love this label right here. Team Ice Cream.
I love Team Ice Cream.
Yeah, Team Ice Cream.
I'm putting up.
Absolutely. Right. That's going to be us from now on. Thank you very much for that. You get a bell, my friend. Thank you so much. That was a great suggestion. Listening on Facebook. Thank you so much for that.
You know what? Where else can you go to listen to a radio show like this? You guys can tune into thespot.fm. You guys go to the website, download the app.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Please tell your friends if they want some humor on a Sunday morning, instead of going to church, listen to us.
That should be our slogan. 95 FM instead of going to church.
That's right. We're going to the Thai Buddhist church. No, we're not doing that, guys. You can either go to the Catholic church and you can still listen to us.
Or you could listen to the spot.fm. But yeah, no, I really...
But download the app, guys.
It was interesting because Robbie and I, this is like what? The third iteration, right? This is, we like tried to we tried to figure out like how to do an app. Didn't work. Canceled it within 1 day. Then we tried to get a buddy to do an app for us. That didn't materialize. And then we found this one. We're pretty happy with it. We're pretty happy with it.
Dude, Neftali from the Philippines is watching after church.
Wow.
Hold on, this is a drink
shot.
for Neftali.
Ah, another what right here.
Okay,
Skadoosh. You got to make it clink, bro. You got to commit. Yeah, there we go. Very good.
So
I'm loving my ice.
Dude, Neftali. So I'm going to talk about her for a second, and hopefully she'll
you guys
put in
are
the
buddies?
comments. Yeah. She works in the Philippines. She works with me.
But she works at the.
She's part of my team.
Thank you very. She does a great job, by the way.
She is. She's cool.
Yeah.
And I like her a lot because she actually posts some fun stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
So are you now an airline attendant, or what do they call it? Airline stewardess or attendant?
No, they don't call it stewardess anymore. A flight attendant, I believe.
Attendant? What do they call it in the Philippines? Because it is kind of functionally different there.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't help but
true.
laugh, guys. You're gonna have to help me out, Neftali.
Well, the Philippines isn't as uptight as the United States, right? So therefore, they're probably just like, dude, I'm a stewardess. Like, I mean, why is that bad? I don't even know.
So who has the best stewardess? Give it to me, Mike. Give me your top three. And let's go in order with three being the least, and one being number one. You give me one, I'll give you. Well, you give me number three.
Okay.
I'll give you number three, and we'll go that way. And the reason why.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
number three, I'm going to go with Korean Airlines.
Ooh, I've never flown Korean, so Mike's gonna hate me for this number three.
Depends.
My number three is United because they're all gay.
Let's be clear. When you fly United, you fly business class only,
do.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gay dude, which is best service I've ever had.
Totally.
And then a huge girl that always serves me. And I don't know how she fits.
It's weird, right?
Ouch.
Because you're like, okay, wait, like, I mean, so on the bigger flights that you take over here, obviously there's a door, like, for an emergency exit. But, like, think about a Southwest Airlines flight and the fact that, like, it's that window, basically.
You like my whisper? I don't fly Southwest.
No, but, okay, so who do you fly domestically? Or do you actually literally not fly in the U.S.?
I really don't fly anymore
Yeah,
in the US. But
so
when I did, I flew United, and because I did fly business a lot
Oh, did you?
domestically,
Yeah. See,
which is cheap. I mean, it's
in the U.S.?
At least I did, dude. When I can fly to New York for $380 first
When were you
class.
getting deals
and
like
by
that?
the way, that was the first class version.
Yeah, which, of course, is not even business class in the
I can
Asian.
thank my ex-wife for that because I was so depressed I flew first class back home.
Oh, well,
But
there you go,
anyway,
yeah.
we won't digress. So Neftali is Japan Airlines is her number one. So what's our number two? So should I go first on that one?
Go ahead.
All right. So my number two is ANA, which is Japan Airlines. I love them.
It's,
you want to know
it's a
why?
Japanese airline.
Because the girls are like 80 kilos, not 80, like 40 kilos.
They're all 40 kilos, yeah.
They're like
Plus or
tiny.
minus. And they're also all the same height. It's actually quite hilarious.
They can squeeze between
No,
the
it's-
cart and the seat.
Customer
no
service is
problem.
amazing.
So I was flying economy at back of the plane, and we hit all this
Japan
turbulence.
Airlines?
Yeah. And
Okay.
we hit all this turbulence. I got last minute flight.
Right.
Unfortunately.
It happens.
Yeah. And I flew out of the seat, and the lady holds me down, and she goes, "Don't worry, you're gonna be
She
okay."
holds you down, like,
'cause
by
I'm
your
laying-
throat?
Dude, I'm laying on the floor
Why are you laying on the floor?
because I flew out of the plane, dude. I flew out of my seat.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. It's the second time that's happened to me.
She's like, seatbelt.
She's like,
Duh.
just stay right here. In about 5 minutes, I was able to go back in my seat. And you know what's funny is right after they got me in my seat,
Right.
I'm shaking like a chicken.
Did she bring you
Like
a cookie?
a small kitten. No, they all 10 of them or 9 of them, however many. There's tons of them. By the way.
Sure.
It's a 777.
777, yeah. Large,
and they
large
all
plane.
jammed towards the front of the plane. I'm like, where are you going? Oh, it doesn't shake up here. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Business class.
In front of the engines, you're getting a pretty smooth flight, which is nice.
it.
All right, so my number two, and you're talking customer service, basically, right? Like
everything.
best stewardess.
I want everything.
Well, okay. I would probably have to say Japan Airlines.
Okay.
Would be my
Boom.
number two. Yeah, skadoosh.
So if you work for Japan Airlines and they want to be on our commercial,
Well, it sounds like
50,000 baht per month. Come on, hit me
Neptali.
up.
She's gonna be doing that.
I hope she does.
She said she did
And
training.
she's so cute. I like Neftali. She's adorable.
That's great. Yeah, no, that's really cool, and it's a decent job too, right? Because I mean, again, like you got to look at like who survived COVID and how did they survive, right? Because you look at Qatar Airways. I didn't realize this. They are literally the largest carrier globally now, but of course nobody knows
Is it
that.
Qatar?
Yeah, because they just went because they got so much funding, right? And I'm sorry, it might be Emirates. Anyway, regardless, it's a airline that's out of the
I
Middle
actually
East.
think you're right. It is Qatar. I actually think you're right because I just saw a bunch of ads for Qatar buying all these new planes.
That was that was the other thing too, right? Is that they also were like, okay, well, we can't move humans around the world, but we're a major logistics company because, of course, we know how to move humans around the world. So they're like, let's just move stuff around the world, right?
Yeah.
It's that old sort of saying about the planes in the United States. Years ago, the reason that you would get a plane ticket at the last minute so cheap is because they're like, look, we don't need money. The entire bottom of the plane is filled with light bulbs. And they would be moving light bulbs from like one close to another. It was really goofy.
Is that the Philippines you're talking about?
No, the Philippines doesn't need as many light bulbs because they don't have as much electricity.
All right, Mike, you're number one.
Oh, boy.
Here we go, guys. Drum roll.
My definite number one experience. I would probably have to say Emirates.
Wow. I've never done
they're
Q Suites.
I did a 380, which is the 2-story one.
Big plane.
It is an enormous plane. But I would, again, to be fair, why do I say this? Yes, the customer service was awesome. And I'm talking about, like you said, all of it, right? So I'm talking check-in, I'm talking baggage, I'm talking it was just great. Now, again, I've also been in an airline and the person was in a bad mood. I've also been in an airline and the person was epic. I will tell you right now, this guy, Daniel, who checked Gracie in and then checked me in, basically via Delta, which was actually Korean Airlines, in Boston, was amazing. I literally, because
where were you going?
Back here.
Back here. Oh, back to Bangkok. Okay.
So I booked through Delta.com, but then I basically used Korean Airlines.
All right, guys. So I'm going to give you my number one, and it's kind of the cheat code.
Okay.
So I flew this airline when I was like 18 years old, and it doesn't exist. So it's a private jet. It's called Emerald Airlines to Las Vegas. I flew in one of those super fast little jets that are like 10-seaters.
And you liked it? Because there's no room.
My buddy who's a professional baseball player, He's old now.
Sure.
And he wasn't that good guy, so you don't care. He flew me there to Las Vegas when I wasn't even legal to drink.
Did it have seats, regular seat, or did it have couches where you lay down and stuff?
It had no lay down. It didn't have anything. It had a couch that we squeezed a bunch of people on.
Yeah.
And then it had four regular seats, like recliners.
Okay. 2 and 2? Or
we had 10 people, and it wasn't supposed to have 10 people. We didn't even have 10 seat belts, dude. I want to say there was 6 seat belts total.
Yeah, see, that's why.
And I'm like, you guys, if you take that plane, you're going to die. Anyways, it got us to Las Vegas, but what was cool about why I put it as my number one, because the cheat code, is at LAX. In this case, no, it was Ontario. Anyways, you pull up on your car the runway.
Right.
You get off, you get onto the plane, you fly, and a car picks you up in Las Vegas. And I'm 18.
Yeah, no, okay, so you're 18 at the time.
18, and we go to the Palms, which is a garbage hotel now.
But the Playboy Mansion used to be there.
Back then, they were filming that TV show from MTV there.
Oh,
with the bowling alley.
got it.
And we got to stay there and destroy it. But anyways, there's my dream. So we have right here from Toby Price, we have Singapore. Wow, Singapore Airlines number one. Emirates has number 2, and Qatar. This guy flies first class.
Singapore Airlines, I liked them, but not as much as, I don't know. Okay, so you know what, Toby? That's a good point because it could be a toss-up because I've also flown a 380 with Singapore Airlines, and again, that was pretty amazing.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And then we have LC Travels. Thanks, Logan. Hey, he puts EVA. So EVA is good? I mean, I was going to fly first class EVA into San Francisco, and it was good price.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost too cheap.
It is, yeah. They're sort of economy class. But I will say, to your point, the customer service at EVA is pretty darn good. If you don't know, EVA is a Taiwanese airline. And EVA is from, if you guys have ever seen shipping containers, right? You see on the side of them like Costco or whatever. Well, if you've ever seen Evergreen, that's them. That's the company that owns EVA.
Patrick has it as his number 2, with Qatar Air being number 1.
Yeah, Qatar's pretty awesome, plane-wise, but their customer service.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was their big deal. Q Suites?
So, I mean, in other words, in the plane, yeah. But I'm talking about, I need to make a modification, I need to change something. Totally inflexible. Horrible customer service getting back. I mean, I literally felt like I was, trying to make a change to my airline ticket on Air Asia.
So,
it was that brutal.
Mike's, and then everybody who's listening, that if you're listening on YouTube or something like that, you guys can put a chat in the comments. If you're listening in your car, your Bolt, or on the app, I'm sorry you can't comment on it.
Another winner.
You can't call in yet, but we're going to fix that someday.
Actually, I could, if you want to call in, I could figure it out. 667 the spot is our phone number, by the way, in the United States.
Wow.
But
okay.
I could
we'll figure that out for another live stream.
Leave us a voicemail. Either that or they could dial 877
But if you want to comment right now, you need to go to YouTube, thespot.fm, leave a comment. And now what I want to hear from you guys, drum roll, is the worst airline. And we're only going to do one. And before we get into that, I got to tell you, I called Lux Airlines, not called. I put it on their website, and it's a first class, business class website. You guys who fly for business class know of it because they're always soliciting. And I'm like, hey, give me the rate. And they're like, oh, sir, we found a great rate for you for 2,000 USD from LAX to Bangkok. I'm like, 2,000?
One way?
That's, no, both ways.
Okay.
And they send me the list of airlines. And here's what they sent me. India Air. And Philippine Airlines.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So give me your worst. Give me your worst one. We're only going to do one.
Yeah. I mean, and again, it's,
and I'll give you my one first. And it's only because it scared the crap out of me.
I'm actually not going to say. Because,
you're not going to say.
No,
I'm going to say.
I don't, because at the end of the day, like everyone has a bad experience somewhere. Yeah. Right. And it doesn't necessarily mean
bad experience.
But like overall, I mean, there are. To be fair, too, I'm going to submit that probably your worst experience occurred on what's called a ULCC, which is an ultra low-cost carrier, right?
It was Delta.
Really?
Yeah.
In the U.S.?
Yeah, Delta in the U.S. going into Denver.
Domestic?
Yeah, we're going to do the nosedive.
But see, here's what's interesting about that, right? So I have horrible experiences with United, right? Whereas you like... And that's like in people in the United, we've had like banking discussions. People are like, oh my God, I hate Wells Fargo. They're like totally,
We got Qantas as a worst. Chris, from across the planet. Qantas.
Well, no,
Qantas Australian?
Australian, yeah.
Or a New Zealand airline.
But here's the thing about Qantas, right? And again, it's all based on leadership, of course. But over COVID, they did not do well.
Qantas Air did not.
So no, they didn't manage real well. And so that was, so I can understand. Yeah, they really, I mean, they had, and the other thing, of course, about Australia is the government was like, look, all of you citizens, you guys don't get to leave. Right. So that was like totally awesome. If you guys can't hear it in the background, because I got a little bit of compression on the microphone, but there is this giant bucket, right? And it's above the pool. And then it basically like fills up. It's got these two massive hoses on it. And again, I would show you this. We might be able to find a picture of it.
I think I see Logan in there.
Yeah, Logan's in there actually without a shirt on. So that's kind of crazy. That's another reason why we're not going to show you a camera shot. But there are kids over there, so we don't want to, invade their privacy. But it's really awesome. They also have like the water slides, right, that like go around in a circle and everything. The bottom line is that we're basically here to let you guys know about it and to bring awareness. And if you're listening at 95 FM, here's what I recommend you do. Open up Google Maps and just simply type in the Gems Pattaya. Yeah. And Google Maps will take you here. No worries. Because if you do come here, Robbie's going to buy you your first drink right here at the absolutely awesome Castaways Bar.
Castaway drink, by the way.
Yeah,
we're calling it the Castaway.
We're calling it the Castaway. Let's do a cha-ching up here to our drinks. Cha-ching. Yeah,
ooh, that was a good one.
It was a good one. I've actually forgotten what your drink is called. Mine was called what? The Iceland. What was yours called? Do you remember?
I don't know.
After Storm, I think.
Something. After Storm.
Is it After Storm?
That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And so anyway, but it's really cool. And then, of course, the more important thing is for you guys to realize that the best way to get information about this, not the least of which is the best deals, is to go to thegemspattia.com. Just go there. And here's the neat thing. Just sign up to be a member. You're not going to get blasted like with email and that sort of thing. But you're absolutely going to have a ability to get like really, really good deals. Joe seems to agree with you.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this anywhere but the Spot YouTube or the Spot Facebook, please, please, please tune in to the Spot YouTube channel.
Yeah, absolutely, which is easy to do. It's just youtube.com/@thespot Thailand. Here's another reason we would really love to get some subs on there, because it was around for a while, and then we changed kind of the format, and then we were like, okay, we're just going to do live streams up there because we just simply didn't have staff to basically do YouTube videos regularly like we wanted to.
And we're going to be here every Sunday. I won't be every Sunday. Mike might not be here, but one of us will be here entertaining you guys. Logan will be around.
Indeed.
Every Sunday we'll be here, not necessarily at this location, but we'll be here with you guys on air at 10 in the morning, Bangkok time, which is, what is it, that California?
So
that's
it's
7?
10 p.m. East Coast, 7 p.m. West Coast.
There it is. 7. Gosh, I got that right.
Yeah, indeed.
Nice. So
There you go.
So we'll be right there with you guys, hanging out with you guys, talking Thailand stuff. And there's one thing I really want to go over. We did the 1 week millionaire. So we're going to jam into this. We just got plenty of time left. I'm going to give you guys a couple pro tips.
Great.
And hopefully Mike will share a pro tip. And
For sure.
And we want you guys to chime in. If you're on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, if you're
where
on
else
YouTube
can they chat?
So you can do it on Facebook too. So if you're watching and listening over on Facebook, feel free. As long as you basically are in our Facebook page, then your comments will come through. So feel free to do that. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/@the-spot Thailand.
There it is. And we have Paul Walker from Alaska watching on YouTube right now. Thank you, Paul.
Thanks,
we have
Paul.
Joe from
Appreciate it, buddy.
YouTube watching. We have Chris. We have a couple of you guys. What we want to do is I want you guys to give us feedback on your pro tip if you've been to Thailand. But let's say like Joe, he hasn't been here yet.
Well, he's been, but he hasn't been.
Oh, he has.
I thought so. Maybe not. I could have sworn he has been here before, but I know that he's been having to delay his trip, so he'll get here soon.
I know he travels. So what I want to get you guys is your pro tip.
Right.
And so I'm going to give you guys one and kind of give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Mike will do one or whatever. We can do is we can do many. We don't have to do one.
Sure.
One of the pro tips I have for you is suntan lotion. It's everywhere here at every single 7-Eleven, every store. But I got to be honest with you guys. Even though it says the same name brand as we have in the U.S., it is not the same product.
Really?
It is not the same product. So if you...
So like Coppertone U.S., Coppertone Thailand.
It is not the same.
How so? I mean, is it just
feels
like...
different on your skin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meaning it doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
I assume is where you're going
and
with
you're
that,
paying a lot more in the U.S. I get it. You're going to pay $12 a tube. And the sad part is that you have to put it in a 3-ounce bottle.
Well, yeah, for carry on.
So what I did, or what I have done, is I bought those packs of, there's 3 packs, and you get 3 3-ounce bottles, and I pack my own. I know that sounds kind of goofy, but you know what? You might need to have it. It's warm here, and it's not the heat, it's the sun. The sun is here, it's out. And so we got Joe. He said he was here in the 80s. What kind of pro tip?
Oh, man, I can't even imagine. It must have been so cool.
Wear a condom?
I guess. I mean, that's probably a smart idea. So I get that. Interestingly enough, on the sunscreen, I remember, Thailand Rob? He and I were actually talking about that one time. We did a live stream a long time ago. In fact, he helped me get my channel to 1,000 subs. So shout out to 20 Seconds in Thailand. But
20 Seconds in Thailand? Is that what you just said? Or 20 Seconds in Pattaya?
20 Seconds in Thailand. He's actually very, very, very efficient. The sunscreen here is, I found, to be very expensive.
Oh, it's crazy.
Okay, that's what, because I know, like for example, I bring my own shaving cream over here just because you really can't even get Edge Extra, the gel thing. So I buy a bunch of that. Anyway, one of the pro tips I will tell you, and I know this is going to sound potentially cheesy, but it's based on the environment, of course, and like what's front of mind for me. Don't spend your entire vacation being a cheap Charlie.
Boom.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I love that one.
And
I love it.
We'll skadoosh it up right here.
Yes. Dude, that's...
And whether that is coming to the gems mining,
not
basically...
your first trip. Your first trip you're talking about, not multiple trips.
No,
first
regardless of the trip you come. So either, obviously you can come to gems mining, hang out at Castaway right here in front of the pool, have a great time. But... I mean, don't just like obsess about, because it is super cheap here. Let's face it. Like your dollar. Now, that's a great point. It can be, because I can tell you right now, if I were to live exactly the way that I lived in Southern California in Bangkok, I would actually spend more money in Bangkok because it's a big major city. So therefore, to have a single family home with a yard and a pool in the front in Bangkok, it would just be ridiculously expensive because they don't exist effectively, right?
Yeah.
So there's that. And of course, I'm not going to get a car. And of course, the cars that I drive in the United States are foreign cars, meaning...
That's a good pro tip, dude. You know what?
But
don't be a cheap Charlie.
No.
I love that.
I mean, do it if you want.
I love that more than you guys know. I like Joe's response to the sunscreen. He uses baby oil.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's SPF -1. Basically, a million tiny prisms that you're putting onto your body. How's that going, Joe? And again, because we're here at the Gems, right? So, and the reason we're here is because, like, I didn't know about it. You didn't know about it, right?
No.
So, again, but Joe, thank you for the comment about that. Absolutely.
Yeah, you want to bring your mistress here? Hey, impress her. Here you go. Bring your wife here, your future ex-wife.
Future ex-wife, yeah.
Bring her here.
It's really cool because
pretty
you're
awesome.
going to see a ton of videos, let's face it. Oh, well, you're going to see a ton of videos on cost of living, where people basically lie to you and tell you can live here for $1,000 a month.
I got mine coming up. My
like a
lie
king.
is coming up.
Yeah, but you're pretty realistic, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You're not like, oh, yeah, I'm over here. You're like, dude, I go out to dinner like every night.
Right. And you know what's interesting? You bring that up. So I see these cost of living videos, and I got one that's going to come up here, and it's going to be a 10-minute video, and it's just going to be real numbers, but what isn't there is the incidentals, meaning if you want something to drink. This drink right here from the gyms, I'm going to tell you it's probably not 100 baht. I don't know how much it is, but you come to the gyms, you don't need to think about it. But you go to a drink, if you drink and you want girls or you want private taxis or whatever, you're going to pay extra money for that.
Sure.
And really, most of my money goes to eating. I mean, I have a Thai girlfriend.
I wouldn't have thought that.
She...
Looking at you, I just said to myself, this guy, 5 protein shakes a day.
I eat one time a day.
Team ice cream.
Yeah.
How you doing
cream.
there? Thanks a lot.
But my Thai girlfriend, she's 4 or 5 times a day. And of course, she's probably mad at me
She
right
eats
now.
4 to
so I
5
got to feed her when I get back.
But what does she eat? She eats somtam,
Dude.
right? Spicy.
No, yeah.
Blows her colon wide open.
Blows the colon
I
open.
mean, just absolutely into it.
I love this. 1 USD is 34.66 baht. Is that
It's
current?
been, yeah. Well, I mean, it's been sort of towards the end of last year, like Q4 and stuff. There's 35 a lot of times, you know. So, but to that point, Joe, is you're getting obviously a lot for your money. I will tell you that the cost of living over here has increased, much like there's been inflation globally.
Since I've been coming.
But it's not ridiculous. I mean, at the end of the day, like I was paying you after COVID, got your condo where we were living at SNS. You paid the same amount that I paid when I first got the thing in 2020 in January, when there was people didn't even know how to spell COVID, right? So, but to that point, I mean, again, if you're going to be on vacation, right? So enjoy yourself. But I would submit to you that do get a place that's like a couple of thousand baht a night or whatever, and just chill. Because then, again, you don't have to worry about it. You're not distracted about it. But make a point to come into places like this. And I'm not saying you need to come here. Oh, yeah, Michael, of course you're talking about it. You guys are doing a broadcast. Let's talk about, again, where you went last night. Right, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
The burger.
Prime Burger. Oh, yeah.
You smirked at me. Did you go somewhere unethical last night?
No,
You didn't tell me about it?
No,
because we were in the car for like
Kitty.
15 minutes. You could have. So,
I was with Kitty, guys, promise.
Because here's the thing. You're probably going to be over here. You're going to have a ton of Thai food because it's spectacular. And then you're going to be like, you know what? I want a hamburger. Do not go to McDonald's. I get how you're going to have.
Some people like that.
I actually don't mind McDonald's hamburgers. I think they're pretty good. Now, the Big Mac is disgusting because it's got weird stuff in it. But the hamburger is actually pretty good.
Why would I go to McDonald's here in Thailand? Dude, I mean, I'm 50 years old. I want to go have Thai burgers. I want some ox burgers or some cat burgers.
No,
hey, guys.
They make what is it? Alligator.
Oh, they do?
Right?
It's gross.
Really?
Do you like it?
I tasted it. I couldn't tell it was alligator.
I didn't like
it.
It
was
I
tough.
had it on street food. And
No,
I
didn't get it
And
on
Kitty's
street food.
pointing it out, and I couldn't tell you what the animal was other than it said alligator on it.
Do you? Okay, so you know what? Here's a great one. Hold on. Be careful.
I have the pro tip displayed
Okay,
right now.
sorry. Yep. I'll go
So
back to it.
I had one
apologize.
displayed, and I want to hit on this. That's why I displayed it.
Yeah,
so thank you, Roger.
Let's make sure we let the people listening on the radio. So the pro tip that Roger gives us is be careful. A fitness nut Farang was riding his bicycle in Prachap Kurikan yesterday and got hit by a vehicle. He didn't make it. Now, again, people get hit by vehicles all the time. But to what you were going to basically address.
That's what I was going to say. Wear a freaking helmet.
So there's that, right? I mean, there's definitely wear the helmet. But I think
wear
you
a
also...
helmet, man. You got to wear a helmet. And you know what I was going to allude to, guys? And this is going to sound horrible, but I'm going to say it. Don't be stupid. I mean, I know that.
Well, you know
that
what,
word? Can I say it? Don't be.
I have 2 basically things, right?
Don't be stupid.
Live the dream if you're not doing it wrong, and don't be an idiot.
Yeah, don't be an idiot. You guys, wear a helmet.
Totally appropriate.
Don't get crazy on the motorbike. And just not even the motorbike, just know you are just the dot in this little place.
Yeah.
And
now
it's okay to back down.
Well,
no bar scuffles, no weirdness.
That's actually, if you think about it, one of the best pro tips, especially for the guys that have never been over here and they have this attitude like a lot of D-bags have when they go to Las Vegas. I can do anything here, but the worst one is
I got money.
when I hear someone come over here, exactly, they have a ton of money because they have all of $1,100, but they come over here and they're like, I know my rights.
Yeah.
I'm an American.
Dude.
Go home now, because if you're coming over here to be the way you are back there, do not come, because there is no cool kids table big enough for those people. I have no use for those people. And I don't know.
Thailand has no use for those people.
Thailand has no use for those people, because it's like, look, dude, if I'll tell you, of any country in the world that you could have been in COVID, this was the place, because everyone was very Thai. They were committed to the solution. They were committed to the solution that the government was providing, which arguably financially wasn't anything like what's happening in the United States, where they were just literally paying everyone $2,000 to sit at home. Here, it was tough. You know, there were literally bread lines. There were literally food lines on the sidewalk right in front of where we lived.
There was.
And
But don't be an idiot. So I got to tell you what. We just did a video the other day. It's a Kitty's Life video. So if you guys want to take a look on Walking My Shoes Thailand, she did a video. And Kitty's Life, just so you know, it's nothing to do with me, and it's basically her. She does all the talking, I just hold the camera.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't know if you saw those
No,
yet.
but good for you. I do need to watch that.
So we did one, and she holds up her phone, and it's in Pattaya, right in front of Central Mall.
Okay, so by the Hilton.
There's this Falong getting his ass kicked by two Thai dudes.
Midday?
Taxi driver, midday. And I blow it up, and you can see the dude taking a kick to the head. You're going to look at that video.
And he was a white guy?
The foreigner got his butt kicked, apparently. And I'm not sure what,
of course,
what
you don't know the
caused
circumstances,
it. But
right,
you know what, you guys, don't be an idiot.
No,
Stay out of it's okay to put your hands and why and back out. Literally backpedal out.
Yes.
Because tomorrow's a different day.
Totally.
Who cares about today?
Dude, tight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love everything
and take
about
a look at that video. Boom.
No, that's good.
We need to get a boom sound. I want boom.
We're going to have to get a boom. You know why?
Boom.
Because you got to be boom. We've gotten so much advice about that. We got to be boom. I want to remind you guys again. We got a little bit over about a half an hour. Thank you for these pro tips. We're going to continue with these because these are actually, I think, very useful. Because again, you're going to watch this live or you're going to watch it afterwards. But I do want to remind you guys where we are. Obviously, so we're at basically this place called the Let me get out of the way so you can see it. The Gems Mining Pool Villas in Pattaya, and yes. The pool villas are truly amazing. They are they're a house at the end of the day. They're a house with a pool in it that is separated from the next one, and it is totally awesome. So please go to thegemspattaya.com. It's the easiest way to remember this place, just the Gems Pattaya.
And our station ID brought to you by Mike's.
Absolutely. We're at 95 FM The Spot. Thank you guys for listening in your car. Thank you for obviously watching and listening on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Facebook as well. We really appreciate it. Don't forget, go to thespot.fm, download our brand new app, install it. You can listen to thespot.fm, but you can also listen to our new station up in the world's greatest city, which is Bangkok.fm, and you can also listen to BKK.fm if you're a big fan of rock and roll, baby. Wow. Yep. We got it all. We got it all in the app.
I love
Absolutely.
We got a half hour left, Mike. So where are we going?
So, I mean, we talked a little bit about pro tips, but I do want to let you guys know, again, if you're listening and, you know, kind of a station ID, if you will, but also the fact that it's Sunday, right? So if you don't know, so it's Sunday here in Thailand. We're at UTC +7. And right now, I'm looking out over this amazing pool. I'm watching people like literally just walk out of their room through the sliding glass door into the pool, and they're having an amazing time. There's a guy over there with his son. The kid's got to be, what, maybe 3 years old?
On a paddleboard, dude.
He's on a stand-up paddleboard, sitting down, cruising around in the pool. Dude.
I love it.
You want to talk about a cool kids table that's mobile? That guy over there on his stand-up paddleboard.
And it's not annoying here. These kids are not like the kids at Disneyland.
Are so well behaved.
These kids are like little
robots. They're like little
and they're
people.
having a great time.
I want to hire them.
And they're not loud.
No, we are. I am. Sorry, I shouldn't speak for you.
You guys love how that quiet.
I know. You quieted. Like pin drop.
But if you guys look at that picture right there, it says pool bar. If you look just under it, there's these windows that open up, and you can jump right in the pool.
So that literally is what we're looking at right now. So off to our left is the pool bar, but then like literally that room there with the windows open, like literally it's open, and someone like right now someone's walking out. It's just so fantastic,
and you
right?
show up here, I'll buy you a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called the Castaway.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be from Robbie. You're going to want to come by. And again, we're right in front of this gorgeous restaurant. So why am I telling all you guys this? Because next Saturday is a neat holiday here in Thailand called Children's Day. And so for Children's Day, they're having a ton of amazing activities. If you guys haven't seen it or you missed it earlier in the video, they have these devices that are basically designed by...
Should we show them one more time?
They're designed by Jacques Cousteau.
We'll show them one more time behind us, though.
But this
Here's
is
Logan, not Vanna.
This is what you can get for your child, right? Check this out. Now turn it sideways so they can see the jets that are in there.
The jets.
You hold on, yeah, exactly. You hold on to the back and you're cruising around the pool. They say the batteries last 30 minutes, dude. How amazing is that? If you're a kid and you can get one of these all day long. Now, if you don't mind,
want one. And so, guys, just so you know, for those listening, it is like a foot long, foot wide motor that goes underwater. Like
I would
for
say
scuba divers.
It's got to weigh like probably 20 kilos. This is the one. What do you think? 15?
No, this one's light.
5 kilos.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough. So this one is the one for adults, and so you get infinitely more thrust, but it also has an amazing battery and lasts 30 minutes. Thank you very much.
Did you say thrust?
Totally makes sense. Totally makes sense. All those sounds, relevant and timely. Good job, dude. So, but anyway, so that's next Saturday. That's going to be really cool. And absolutely, they have coloring. So if you don't want intensity.
And cotton candy.
But yeah, they have cotton candy for the kids, which is so rad. But the food out here is great, as you might guess. Of course, for the kids, they have French fries, hot dogs, hamburgers, that sort of thing. So they have all that.
It does look like your pool vacuum, and that came from Gator Jake. Gator Jake. You know who Gator Jake is?
I do. Yes, absolutely.
Does he eat gator?
He does. He actually
is he
likes,
from Alabama?
No, he's from Florida. Florida Gators. Yeah, see, I know.
I can't call Florida kind of a redneck state.
Well, it depends where you are. Because I tell you right now, dude, you go to Florida Keys, you're looking out at this. You go to Key West, Florida, you're looking at a whole bucket of Epic, and then the water is just absolutely gorgeous.
But
Daytona Beach is disgusting.
The west side, right? Is that the bad side?
So no, the west. I like the west side better, actually. The Gulf side. Well, for one, it's warmer. But the east side, right? Like so, Daytona, Fort Lauderdale. Well, sorry, Lauderdale by the sea is pretty nice. Fort Lauderdale is kind of scummy, and it's also fairly far north. So, like in the winter, like right now, it's actually cold there. You know, whereas Joe, it's also kind of chilly there too, certainly for me. But he's on the west side. He's over there, you know, Tampa, St. Pete, that area. So that's a really cool. I love Gracie and I love that area. Naples actually is a really sort of real popular spot for us.
I just wanted to say Alabama Slamma.
Alabama Slamma? What's in that? Do you even know?
I have no idea what's in it. All I know is there might be a loose tooth in that.
Oh, God. Dude, where are you getting this data? This is just amazing.
Loose teeth in your Alabama Slamma. Matter, that's why I was wondering if Gator Jake was from Alabama. I mean, whenever I think of Gators, I'm thinking of that movie, that football player movie.
With alligators in it?
Yeah.
Or they were from the University of Florida?
Adam Sandler. Can you guys name what that movie was?
Yeah, I can't remember stuff like that, so that's actually easier for you to do it.
The dude was great in that movie. Actually, who cares about him? But the funniness of that movie of
the funniness?
It's gators and just, it was horrible.
Are you talking about Porky's?
No. Not like that.
Okay, let me ask you this. When you were a kid, I know.
But my mom was like, no.
No, I was just going to ask you that. When you were a kid, were your parents like, there's no way?
No. My parents were like, Porky's?
You're not watching that movie, Michael.
Now it's G. Now it's a G rated compared to movies now.
Yeah, no, totally.
So Gator Jake just said because it's his favorite movie.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Dude, it was a stuttering football player. Who's
Stuttering John?
I don't remember his.
Okay. You know who that is,
I don't even know if they
the
ever mentioned his name.
Yeah.
But you know who answered that question?
Dave.
Is Gator, Jake.
Gator,
and Dave.
It's kind of telling. I mean, no judgment, but judgment.
No, totally judgment.
Tons
I
of
love
judgment.
Dave, man.
Up top with some judgment.
I like this guy.
Dave, thank you actually for coming by. I appreciate it.
Dude
because
is the 24-hour Santa Claus.
Oh, he's amazing. Well, and here's what's interesting about it. I mean, people joke around about it, and he loves it because at the end of the day, like, what is Santa? An adorable, loving person that basically brings joy to everybody.
With red cheeks and the candy full of a bag full
big
of candy.
red cheeks. Oh, I mean, you're talking about his face.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I was going to say, Dave and I got a little intimate actually on our first trip during COVID. So
well, it could be the Santa nowadays, which you have to watch out for.
Santa nowadays?
Yeah, he drives in a white van.
Santa Maria?
He
drives
in a white van. He drives in a white van.
Ding, 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 ding. Hey, kids, come on by. Okay, that's
some candy.
That's absolutely. Have a little bit of candy.
Do you know what's interesting is I got this video I'm going to drop here, and it's why do Thai girls like fat guys? And it's pretty funny because I get Kitty's answer, and she says this, because you look like Santa Claus.
Oh, is it really that?
No, I'm dead serious.
That's her reasoning behind
That was
it?
one of her. And then I asked another Thai girl.
Yeah, and?
She says, because you look like Winnie the Pooh. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Wow. Winnie the Pooh. So you look
Yeah.
like a children's toy?
And I look like Santa Claus who delivers children's toys.
I don't know.
Have they seen me eat before? I
Here's-
mean, you guys, I eat a rack of ribs like Gator Jake
see,
does.
now I want you guys to sample that piece of audio and repeat it back to him, because you will also hear Robbie several times throughout the day
Ice cream.
say ice cream, and you'll also say that you're on a diet.
I am. You know what?
See,
Hold on.
I knew it. And it's just, but it's not coming to fruition.
You guys, it is.
Can
So-
we rewind? Is there instant replay where I could basically play back the audio that we did? Oh, it's only 63 there, Joe. Yikes. I don't like that.
So you guys, go to Walking in My Shoes Thailand if you want to follow my weight loss journey.
Because there's only one video.
Because there's only one video.
It's
But
really
it just
easy to watch.
started. It did just start.
Classic.
Team Smoothie. You know what, Logan? Right now we can't accept money yet, but we will. We promise. We promise, Joe. We will, because we got a lot of smoothies coming.
We
from
got
that
a
guy.
lot of smoothies, Joe. Thank you so much, by the way. Oh, and so just to let you guys know, one of the reasons that like I've really shied away from the super chat money things is because I'm not joking. Like Chris and I did an 8-hour video. In that 8-hour video, a bunch of you guys graciously like gave money with super chat, that sort of thing. We were joking around. I know we didn't do it intentionally. We played a song, got a copyright
Yeah.
basically notification. And all they're saying is because of that, the entire 8-hour video is now demonetized because during the video, we played 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds of some dance song that literally, if you think about it, shouldn't be copyrighted because it's played everywhere. It's like it's generally available. But yeah, so don't do it that way. But here's what you might want to do. Geez, nice segue, Mike. You might want to come down to the Gems Mining and come over to the Castaway Bar because Robbie's buying you a drink. Robbie is
I'm buying
buying
you a
your
drink.
first drink, guys, if you come down here. That
And
could
it's
be
called
like
the
totally
Castaway.
Cool. It's called the Castaway, yeah. Just ask the bartender for the Castaway, and he won't know what you mean, but he'll give a massive bill
But if
to
I
Robbie.
am here,
Oh, yeah, no, if Robbie's here, it's happening.
I'll make sure I hook you
It's
guys up.
absolutely happening. It's a really cool place, actually. And again, that's one of the reasons we came down here because, I mean, we're sitting in front of this like amazing pool. And, oh, that's interesting. He's bringing, okay, so the lifeguard, not only is he amazing and a lifeguard, but he just replaced the battery inside of the, what do you call those, by the way? Like a jet, you call them like a handle?
One of the guys said it
swimming.
looks like they're vacuum from the swimming pool.
So, you know what's funny? Did you ever have a pool?
No.
Okay, so here's what seems everybody, correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys have pools. Every single person gives that vacuum that goes around, they give it a name, like
Yes,
right? They
yes.
give it a nickname like it's their dog. And I'm trying to remember what ours was. I want to say Alfred or Albert, but that could probably be wrong, but I can't remember. And but yeah, I think we are Team Smoothie. Oh yeah, that's right, Joe, isn't it? Yeah, so buy me a coffee. I guess we could do that.
We could.
We also have the ability in this platform actually to have like a tip jar or something like that. But again, don't worry about it.
Let's wait until we become
No,
monetized.
no,
And
that's-
if you want to give us money. but
That's
what
totally
we
the goal.
What we do prefer you do is invite your friends Sunday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Download the app. Tell them, download the app. Check it out. These guys are great. Or listen to the music. We don't even have to like us. You don't have to like
Well,
us.
yeah, actually, as far as I'm concerned, you do. You got to love me. I know. Actually, you know what we should do? That's even better, isn't it? Louder the better? Maybe not.
it.
I don't know.
So you guys, we're on our last 15 minutes of the show. I put on there, ask us. I'm really going to start paying
Great.
attention to the chat
That's
message.
a great question. Yeah, because a lot of times in the last few, right, we would do like pro tips
Yeah.
or whatever.
We'll still do some tips. Just a tip.
I got to tell you, though, guys, here's the interesting thing about like living here, right? Is
I love
that
living
it's definitely, exactly.
Dude, Joe calls his Bob.
You call it Bob?
Do you know what else they call Bob?
Neil and Bob?
Battery
Operated boyfriend. Yeah.
Boyfriend.
So the thing about living here, and correct, let's talk about that for a second, because if you come over here on your vacation, for example, like your buddy Nick or like your buddy Jimmy,
Jimmy came this last year.
right?
And I'll have new people this next year.
And they were certainly on vacation, but they kind of lived here. I mean, these guys are signing like single month leases,
Yep.
right? And so they had a condo where we live, quite frankly. And so it's like, it can kind of be a different experience.
Well, it was Nick's third trip and Jimmy's first trip. So that's a big...
It is. It's
Delta.
interesting because you would think that like on your first trip, you're like, no, I'm just going to do like, Holiday Inn or I'm going to do whatever, right? But they came over, and again, they know you, right? So I mean, it's when you have like a friend that also lives over here that has a Thai girlfriend that's integrated with like the neighborhood and that sort of thing. It can be a different experience. But to that point, and I'll tell you why I'm saying this, because I don't do this enough. Get out in the community and check out. It doesn't have to be a place like this. It doesn't have to be the gems mining or whatever, and it doesn't have to be a pool villa. But check out something that is not normal. And the reason I say that is because when I first came here, I stayed in Pattaya. Robbie brought this up to me the other day. The fact that he was hanging out in Pattaya on Bukaw, and you were talking to guys that come here all the time, they stay here regularly, and they had no idea there was wombat and kiwi bar.
We're all fat guys, too.
And you are talking about guys that would absolutely eat hamburgers. But the other thing is that they take bot buses everywhere, which means they've seen the ads. But I did this, like the first 2 to 3 years of coming here, I never came over to Jomtien. It was so far away, right? From Beach Road. Absolutely. Even though like the bot bus is another 10 baht. Super like easy to do, but you don't do it because it seems so far away. I highly encourage you to get out. Get off of Beach Road, Bukaw, and 2nd Road. Go inland.
10 baht.
Free,
How
basically.
much is that, American dollar?
30
cents?
30 cents. Yeah, if that.
So at 30 cents, they will take you from Jomtien, which is completely south of Pattaya, all the way to Walking Street.
Literally. Like
One time.
literally all the way over to Walking Street.
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding. Winner, chicken dinner.
So, guys, we are here waiting for you guys to give us an ask. Yeah. You guys want to know about Thailand, because other than that, you got to wait till next week, or you can go to the app and send us a question right there on the app, and we will answer it, or Mike will answer it. I don't know. Or we also got the Facebook group page.
Yeah, we got the Facebook group page.
Should we talk about that?
Yeah, we should actually, because the easiest way to find that is basically just type the spot.fm. Right, in Facebook, and that'll bring you to 95 FM, the Spot Facebook page. But I do want to, I completely agree with you. Jake made a comment that Steve and Oi, great people at the Wombat. Yeah. And I got to tell you, man, Steve is doing a great job because...
Dude knows how to manage a restaurant.
Absolutely, and he knows how to market it. Right? He's legit. He's like, look, I got to get on as many bot buses as I possibly can to get those people over to my... And it's, it's decent food. It's reliably decent food.
Except for the smoothies. Sorry, Steve.
I've actually never had a smoothie there. Maybe I shouldn't now. But like I'm walking by.
His pack of Pal's good.
I was just going to say that. So I'm walking by, and of course I got my headphones on, listening to the Spot.fm and cranking it, so I can't hear anything. And all of a sudden, this crazy Thai woman jumps out in the middle of the street and starts waving her hair. No, Kitty.
Oh, Kitty. I can't really say Oi with her baby, and Kitty with her
she
baby.
Was swinging the baby over her head by the arm, but the
Kitty was holding a baby.
Kitty was holding the baby. She's like, "Oh my God, look at this!"
It's not mine.
And so I came over, and of course, there she is eating Pad Kapow Gai.
Yeah.
Or was it moo?
Pork. It's going to be the pork.
Yeah, with the egg on top. And obviously, a Thai person is not going to eat Thai food if it's not Thai, right? They're going to be like, it's like American Thai. So she's totally enjoying it. So that was like really, really cool. Oh, yeah. So Joe's over there on the Facebook group or the Facebook page. I can't remember, but thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate you doing that.
Oh, is that the same Joe?
Yes. Yeah, that is Joe's real name, Joe Pinto. And he changes his other one based on the level of meditation that he's doing.
Or the type of car he wants to own. Have you ever owned a Pinto? I've driven a Pinto.
I've never owned a Pinto. I have wanted to own
gasoline when you drink
a Gremlin.
Gas. That's the same car.
Is it?
Well,
AMC Gremlin.
It's one that blows up, right?
I don't think the Gremlin blows up.
Isn't that the one where it gets hit in the back?
No, that's the Pinto.
Maybe Logan could help us. He looks like a guy who owned a Pinto. Did you own a Pinto?
In the UK or New Zealand? No, they wouldn't.
Oh,
have.
He's from the UK. So
well,
he's
originally, yeah.
Okay, so he owned like a
car with a steering wheel. Like
what kind of car?
In the middle of the day. He's a motorbike. See, that's why he thinks of. He's got that crazy level of confidence on his motorbike.
He owned a Mini.
Dude, okay, so what was the year in the U.S. when you could basically legally buy those? Because I used to go to British car shows with my Rolls, and there would always be people there that imported the parts to a Mini because you couldn't buy them there, and then they would put it together. And the wheels, dude, were literally mini. They were like motorcycle wheels. It was crazy, but it was a neat little car. Now they're actually like a family sedan.
Yeah.
Owned by BMW, right? And so, but I mean, they're smart. They're marketing it, which is really cool. But
what's crazy is Joe's telling us online right now that he's owned a Pinto, or he owns a Pinto.
He has owned one, past tense.
I don't get it. I mean, a Pinto? Don't they blow up? I'm serious. They blow up.
Yes, but
if
then
you get hit in the back.
But it is not.
You blow up.
Let me tell you. Here's the thing. Yes, Pintos blow up. Also, the Prius can take off
I like the
without
Prius.
you knowing, meaning that happened to 7 of them, and so therefore they recalled 1 million.
Well, so if you want to get rid of your wife, you don't even have to be in the car. Is what you're trying to
Just
say?
throw it in the Pinto, yeah.
Just throw in front of the Prius.
Could if you want. Just
Those
strap her
Prius
to it. It's
weigh like 7,000 pounds
like a
or
bull
something
because of the bats.
because of the battery.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that there are actually Prius over here. I
There
found that
is.
very surprising.
I rode in a Bolt driver car and he had a Prius. And you know what station he was listening to?
95 FM the spot.
Boom.
Good job, dude. Skadoosh.
I have to look at the buttons. They're not done yet. So you had a Pinto came out 71.
Yeah, 7071. Yeah, it was. That's an art. Yeah, so absolutely, that's a totally. Gator makes the statement. Remember when Audis had a case of the runaways? Absolutely. I was also going to bring up the fact
I
that
had an Audi of 5,000.
CS Quattro.
I
Those were
had
the
I
dynamite.
had the 5,000 GT something or other.
Sedan.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
5-cylinder,
Yeah, 5 cylinders. Yeah.
straight 5.
Yep. That was their thing.
And I'm in California, and the windows were electric and they didn't roll up. I mean, excuse me, they didn't roll down.
They didn't roll down.
My air conditioner is broken. Oh, it gets better. Want to hear it? It gets better. It gets better.
Were you 19? Did you have a paper route when you bought this thing?
Yes.
Like, what was going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and it had to start it with a screwdriver. I am dead
Because
ser-
you
I am
stole
dead
it?
serious.
Wow.
I traded a motorcycle for it. This is what happens when you're a poor kid.
A motorcycle with pedals?
Yeah,
What the heck was
an
going-
electric motor.
And yeah.
And what's crazy is I'm working at a pizza restaurant, right? So I'm
Okay.
over here downtown working at a Domino's pizza.
Oh,
pizza Hut.
high
And I'm a
class,
delivery guy.
top shelf
Oh, dude,
guy.
I worked 3
Yeah,
freaking jobs
good
going
for
to
you.
college, and I'm poor.
And
as
you're like, all right, I got to
molasses.
save up to buy a
got a
screwdriver so I could start my car
Screwdriver
this
and
afternoon.
No air conditioner. I had a sunroof and I had no air
Did
conditioner.
the sunroof open?
Yes.
Did it
I
close?
I'd have a piece of cardboard so it'd blow the air inside the car.
Pe-
So you put the cardboard over the hood so it'd blow air in the car because it's so
Okay.
freaking hot.
How much duct tape was involved in
A
the
lot of
maintenance
duct
of this
tape.
vehicle? I'm guessing a significant,
So
like
check this out.
liters of duct tape.
So I'm at work one day and the story gets worse.
Yeah. Oh, shocker. It's
This is one of
It
those
started out
days.
so
This is
good.
one of those days. So the weekend prior, I didn't show up. So I decided to go to work on Thursday, and I'm like, all right, I missed the weekend. So I go up getting fired. I walk into the
Wait,
pizza
wait,
place.
wait.
Oh, it gets better. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. You said you missed the weekend before?
Yeah, I did.
Like you
Anyways,
literally just didn't show up.
I didn't show up.
You had
So
the
I-
expectation you would still have a job.
Yeah.
What up,
I was
millennial?
a kid. I know.
Jesus, guy.
So I walk into the pizza place,
Mm-hmm.
say, okay, hey, well, we love you, but you can't work here anymore. You can talk to the owner later, blah, blah, blah.
Bye-bye.
So I go outside.
gave you your screwdriver
oh,
back.
This gets great. I go outside and there's 2, I'm not going to say the
They're
ethnicity,
guys, yeah.
brown-skinned guys
Right. Whatever.
pushing my car down the street.
They stole it.
They were trying to steal it. I'm like, hey!
You're like waving your screwdriver in
I'm
the air.
waving my pizza box
You're
that
like,
had a
wait.
last pizza.
Oh, they gave you last
They
pizza?
gave me-
They're like, look, instead of giving you severance, here's enough
There's
food.
a last
Here's enough food
pizza.
for the weekend, dude.
Yeah, so there's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Well, I don't
With my
blame
Audi
you.
5000.
I bought a car once and started it initially with the key, and then I had to buy the lock cylinder. You know how they have the I had to buy that at the Mercedes dealer. We bought this '65 Mercedes, but yeah, I had to start it with like basically a
$500 lock
screwdriver.
cylinder.
Yeah, basically, yeah, for like a $1,000 car or whatever. Good to see you, Robert Mack. Thank you for coming by, and appreciate Gator saying hello to you. Thank you. Oh my God, we have had over 20 people listening concurrently and watching the whole show. I really appreciate it, guys, because we thought about this and we're like, okay, yeah, we're going to do a live remote and that sort of thing. Normally we would do it at 8 in the morning, but we wanted to do it at 10 because, of course, that's the time of day that Castaway's open, which is the restaurant behind us from here at Gems Mining. Don't forget, go to thegemspataya.com. The main reason is what I want you guys to do. I want you to sign up. It's effectively like, signing up for a membership. So you get to sign up to basically get, notifications and that sort of thing. And that way you can get like really good deals. Not the least of which, let's throw up just to remind people that coming this Saturday, especially if you're cruising around Pattaya right now and you're listening on 95 FM, Kids Day, of course, happening this Saturday, and it's going to be really, really cool. And it's going to have a ton of activities for the kids, not the least of which are the motorized, like little, what would you call those? like water jet puller pusher thingies.
Rich people vacuum cleaners. I don't know.
I don't know about that. But they're over here for the kids, and obviously that's a picture of the way cool slides. And here's the neat thing about the picture that Robbie took that he has there, is that right above those two slides, every 15 minutes, a giant bucket of about 500 gallons of water just spills right down on the kids. It's so awesome. So that's happening this Saturday. Obviously, one of the biggest holidays coming up, as you guys might guess, is Valentine's Day. Right? And so for Valentine's Day, they've got this killer 40% off thing. And the neat thing about it is it's not just happening over Valentine's Day. Anytime between now and the end of March, for the entire first quarter of the year, you can get 40% off on like that exact room. So it's pretty awesome. So don't forget, go to thegemspataya.com, check it out, come on down here. And that's the thing, if you're living in town, put the Gems Pattaya right in Google Maps, cruise on over, and just check it out. Get a tour of the place. Because I know a lot of guys, they'll even go into a hotel where the room is only like $1,000 baht. They're like, oh, can I see 7 different rooms?
And you know what? If you live here,
totally.
come for a staycation.
Oh, my God. Killer
I'm bringing
staycation.
Kitty here, guys.
Absolutely.
I'm going to bring her. I'm not going to stay at the 250,000 baht room, but I'm going to stay at something nice.
So,
you know where I'm going to stay? I'm going to stay at this room right here. You know why? Because I might get the 40% off. No. It's because of that darn pool right there.
Yeah, that I'm in. Look at the size of my head compared to that pool. That is the world's largest head or the world's smallest pool. I can't really make the distinction. But the cool thing, again, is the fact that it's 40% off, guys. All you got to do is go to thegemspataya.com. More importantly, if you're just tuning in or whatever, the easiest thing to do, guys, just go to our Facebook page. We're going to have really cool posts over there. We're going to let you guys know what's going on. We're going to tell you the next time we're going to be back here, which, interestingly enough, will be next Sunday. So that'll be kind of fun. And
well, you're going to be doing this inside of their executive suite. What do they call that?
It's called the Legacy.
The Legacy.
And it is probably, like, I mean, if you were to compare that to, like, all the places that you've stayed at in Pattaya, one could argue it's the biggest house I've ever seen.
Like a castle,
It truly is.
You have a butler.
You have a butler. You have your own entrance. You have your own pool. You have a chef, all of this. 4 rooms just for the staff. So your driver, your nanny, that sort of thing.
In your place. For just the staff people that are there 24 hours.
Yes.
So if I want a Coke at 2 in the morning.
No, your butler gets it.
Wow. If I want from Soy 6-1.
Your butler gets it. Wow. I'm telling you, dude, it's like the VI, it's the VVIP. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can see it from the freeway. From the 7 coming here, make sure you get off. Again, Google Maps, super easy to get to this place.
And there's a place for the kids, too. So it's not only what you bring here, you can bring your family.
You can bring your family here. But think about, okay, so that house that we're talking about, the Legacy, right, which is the ultimate VVIP experience, it's got 5 bedrooms, right, that are like all suites. So if you think about it.
So it's like a 9-bedroom house.
5 couples.
With their own swimming pool.
Yeah. I mean,
or you can come here with everybody else and come and hang out with us, and I'll get you a drink.
Wow. There you go. Skadoosh. Well, they're going to get Castaway.
Come during the weekend, so we're here.
The weekend? Yeah, Sunday.
The weekend. Yeah.
Well, you know, here's the other thing, too, is that we talked about potentially doing a live stream between, like, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Because here's what I've noticed, that a lot of people, especially if you're working in Bangkok, and again, the same thing happens to big cities in the United States. Wednesday happens, you're like, okay, yeah, and they do the silly hump day thingy, and you can, like, see the weekend from here, blah, 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 blah. Thursday comes, and, like, you're looking down, basically, at your desk, and you see, like, a business card, or you see a towel, or you see a T-shirt that you bought or something, and it says, you know, like, Castaway on it or something, or it says the Gems Mining. Call up your wife from the office and say, you know what, honey?
Honey, I got a treat.
Yeah, we're going to the Gems this weekend. And so they book it last minute, you know.
You can send your wife on her own staycation with her girlfriends, and you can show up here.
Wow.
I love it.
You know
what I'm looking at right now? This guy climbing out of the pool, going straight into his room.
No, and he's like, literally, guys, I'm talking less than a meter. Like, you know how like they have like the side of the pool?
A footstep. Yeah, that's
where you like get up on the side of the pool? That is exactly what's outside his window. None of this, like, gotta walk a meter silly stuff.
And it's, you guys.
It's awesome.
This is a 5-star resort. And again, the difference between 5 and 4 stars, it's all about service. There's great places here in Pattaya area, Jomtien, Bangkok. But the difference is the kind of service you get here. We show up here. The lady comes up with the tray and says, what can I get you to drink? I would like a mocha. She leaves, gives us our mocha, comes back and says, you want anything else? We're like, I want another mocha. She comes back, gives me another mocha.
No, we're like then 6 mochas in.
Yeah, and then she comes back
amazing.
And gives us mixed drinks with mints and oranges and whatever Mike likes to call that drink.
smile much.
Oh, she was cute.
Talk about an attitude. I mean, I was just like, oh my God, I just want to hang out with you. Can you like babysit?
I just want to hang out.
I just want to hang out.
Yeah, if you're a single guy, there you go.
Yeah, or maybe, I mean, anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
But so
it's classy here. It's not classless. It is very classy.
I want to thank Gator for making this suggestion. Post the links and that I mentioned, and I'm going to do that right now. Thank you very much. So Robbie's going to talk for a second. I'm going to update some links here for you guys. Yeah. And make sure the guys know about basically thegemmspataya.com.
Okay, how do I film this myself?
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
well, whatever.
Right. Your own camera.
I'm going to do my own camera with my
man.
face if I can.
Do it.
Well, maybe I can't. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Hey, guys, there we go. I think I got it right. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Whatever. Anyways, guys, be sure if you're on air right now and you want to learn more about Expat Life, more about living here, what I've done as somebody who's on his way to full-time retirement, full-time living here in Thailand, be sure to check out Walking in My Shoes Thailand YouTube channel. I do live streams that take an hour long. They're just conversations. The live streams are at 6 a.m. Thailand time, which is 3 p.m. California or 6 p.m. East Coast time. I do them about every other day right now, and they're an hour long. So I have topics and all sorts of stuff.
So 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. local time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's great, because that's a part of basically the Jomtien Beach that most people will never bring to you.
Right, and it's made for you guys.
For sure.
It isn't made for really locals here. Now, I like it that you guys listen. It's made... Basically, I record it. You guys can look back afterwards and, whoa, the wind.
Hey, the wind's picking up, dude. Plus, I'll tell you what, that giant bucket over there, 500 gallons of water right on top of everybody. But yeah, I mean, so.
Drowning a 2-year-old right now.
That's okay. I mean, the lifeguard's right over there.
There's more.
Yeah, they could make more.
Anyways, guys, be sure to check that out. And as we sign out, we're going to leave you with... I can get
a big hug and a kiss, actually. That's what I'm doing right now,
well, I guess I'm on the old one.
You're on the old one?
All right,
oh, well, that's okay. I just wanted to get the crawl in there and basically let people know that it's thegemmspataya.com. So, Gator, thank you for that recommendation. I highly appreciate it because, of course, we want to give people a pretty cool environment. And so, again, if you're just tuning in or if you're wondering where the heck we are, it's right over here over my shoulder. The Gems Mining Pool Villas, Pattaya, Thailand. Easy, super easy. Come here, hang out at the Castaway. It's a great place. It is a pool bar. It's tons of fun. The place is literally, I would say, actually, it's a 6-star resort. It's got amazing customer service. It's got beautiful grounds. And I want to thank you guys for listening at 95 FM The Spot or over at our Facebook channel. And let you guys know we'll be back here very, very soon. And with that, it's Mike's from thespot.fm and livemyassoff.com saying, I hope you're living the dream, because if you are not living the dream, well, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it totally wrong. And I'm Robbie with Walking My Shoes Thailand. See you guys next week.
Live the dream. Peace. Yeah, baby. That's what we're going to do. We are going for it. That is totally cool. I cannot wait to get back here. The sign? Can't wait to get back here. Are you still signing? I think you should be signing. That would be like very fun, don't you think? I think it would be fun.